YouTube is up here. BO7 is already dead in the water. You know, things today have been better. Things today have been better. I will say the people that played it early on their streams today, they have been very clear to denounce that big jump as a multiplayer thing that we saw in that trailer last night. So as long as we keep that away, that's good. But like the pictures they put out today look like pretty standard pictures. I actually have Jay got accidentally posted some he wasn't allowed to post earlier. I got a screenshot on my laptop. Let me pin this. You pin this over here too. Pin kick. Let's see if stream or labs works today. Hey, that worked pretty quick. W Streamlabs. Did you see the vault stuff? Have you had a chance to react to Prison of Flesh? No, I listened to it. Not gonna post a reaction to it. I'll react to the album probably when it comes out. I mean, I've seen like everything, MK, honestly. I think there's anything I haven't seen. I've seen all the stuff that Xbox leaked today, you know. The Vault Edition stuff. I mean, we can just go through Charlie's stuff, honestly. Like, we got this, which we saw all this stuff like 3 weeks ago. This guy looks terrible, honestly. This stuff all looks terrible. This looks like nothing like the pictures they posted today for the pre-orders. Like, this is the pre-order pictures, right? I mean, this looks like Call of Duty. Yeah, you got a little, like, dog-looking sentry turret here. But, I mean, that looks like pretty standard Call of Duty. You got your picture of your campaign people. You got your picture of your zombies people, the original crew back on here, looking all zombified. And you got some robots from the guild. I mean, like this right here. I mean, this is what Black Ops 2 was supposed to be if they had like better graphics, you know? Here's another picture. Like, this is pretty standard stuff. I mean, that operator, all these operators in this picture right here go super hard, to be honest. What time is it? 1:58? We should probably switch over to this audio on this, because we never know when this is about to pop up.
I'll give you a moment to catch your breath after that.
Catch your breath.
But to be honest with you, that was not the last king of the road you're going to see in this pre-show. I've got one more trailer for you, a brand new reveal for Sonic Racing Crossworlds.
Everybody thought it was gonna be the one. J-God says the content dump we're gonna get today is gonna be like insane. He didn't necessarily say it's gonna be bigger than normal, but he said we're gonna be overwhelmed with info. We're not gonna get to see, obviously, you know, like gameplay stuff. They never show that until like COD Next, because the creators just played it for the first time this week or last week. They'll play it again probably right before COD Next. We'll have COD Next, and then the beta will come out like the day after COD Next probably. So we won't get to see multiplayer gameplay till then. We'll get a gameplay trailer a couple weeks before that, like about a month from now. But this will mostly just be a trailer. Stupid TikTok, bro. This will mostly just be a trailer of
Resident Evil Requiem?
Campaign.
Even more, apparently? It is time for Gamescom Opening Night Live 2025.
Man, you hating, bro.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Fake out. Dude, this is hard. This is hard. For, like, even a mil sim, these go hard. I like this.
Please welcome your host, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Let's blow it up.
You guys ready?
Thought the beta was in 2 weeks. Nah, bro. October 2nd.
Guten Abend. Welcome to Gamescom. Wie geht das Deutsch? All right. This is opening night live. Hello, everybody, and this is the kickoff to the biggest games festival in the world right here in Cologne, Germany. We've got over 5,000 fans in the hall here at Cologne Messe tonight. Welcome, everybody. And by the end of the week, more than 300,000 people will walk the show floor, which for the first time has more than 1,500 exhibitors. It turns out that E3 didn't die, it just moved right here to Germany. And of course, there are millions more watching live around the world. No matter where you are, we're all connected tonight as one global community to celebrate the art, creativity, and joy of games, from the boldest indies to the biggest blockbusters. Today, the game industry has never been more dynamic. Clever ideas from small teams are breaking through in huge ways.
Pre-ordering?
This summer, Peak, a co-op climbing game created by Aggro Crab and Landfall
I
Games,
imagine so,
stormed the charts
to be
on
honest.
Steam, and right now I can announce for the first time it has sold over 10 million copies to date.
He said big head and
Congratulations to the
small
team.
body.
And there's also other fun ones, like you guys have probably played Date Everything, a wild dating sim where you can romance a treadmill or a curtain. It's on Steam right now. Check it out. It's sold an estimated 500,000 copies. And all these successes prove something important. Small teams with big ideas can change the industry. And that brings us to one game made by a handful of developers in Australia. For 6 years,
I wonder how long we're gonna have to
Team
sit
Cherry
here
has been crafting
before
Hollow Knight
we
Silk
get
Song.
the
It is highly anticipated and
The Black
Steam's
Ops
most
one.
wish-listed game. Well, tonight I can finally definitively tell you that Silk Song is 100% actually launching this year. And behind me, you're seeing some brand new Silk Song gameplay, the first extended look since the last trailer in 2022. And starting tomorrow,
Even if
you guys
the
here at Gamescom
campaign
can play
is
the
like-
demo at the Nintendo and Xbox booths.
even if we see the
There you
mechanics
go.
and it
Silk
doesn't
Song
look
is
cool,
real.
at least you can do like
And on Thursday,
co-op.
Team Cherry is gonna be
Like, I mean,
sharing
you could.
some news as part
It's
of a
probably going to be like
YouTube
the
premiere on
most
their channel,
content
so
you could
make
ever
sure
make
to
out of a
check that
campaign
out.
for Call of Duty.
Tonight, we'll give you a first look at this holiday's biggest games, like Call of Duty Black Ops 7 and Ghost of Yotei, plus major news on Prime Video's Fallout Season 2 arriving in December. And later, we'll have a special performance of the music of Claire Obscure Expedition 33, one of this year's most celebrated games developed right here in Europe. Plus, a brand new look at Resident Evil Requiem from Capcom,
Oh, there you go. He said
and
it.
the world premiere of the opening cinematic from World of Warcraft Midnight from Blizzard. Now, as always, ONL is also about surprises, and we do have multiple brand new AAA game announcements and reveals over the next 2 hours, so stick around right until the end. This is our biggest opening night live we've ever done, so let's not waste another second. It all begins with this.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It brings me such satisfaction to see you here. A witness to my work. You will know fear.
Ooh, this is scary.
They want you afraid. Fear makes you easier to control.
Oh.
It's time to wake up.
Your streets
Oh.
once again run red with your blood.
Raul Menendez ignited global unrest on an unprecedented scale.
Raul Menendez
Menendez is a terrorist.
in 2035.
Peace and security to the world.
10 years after BO2.
Refuses to let me go. Stop looking backwards, David. What matters is what you do next.
A lot of people counting on us for answers.
They're locked in. Uh-oh.
Spectre 1 report. Need a sit rep.
You know, if they have more of that stuff where it's like, you know, trippy and zombie type stuff, like that was in the campaign last year, I like that. It was like the best campaign mission, that like zombie one. Okay. Okay, grapple hook. There's some jumping off of walls. Avalon, here we go. Over a year after we've seen it for the first time, coming into the game.
Pull it together, man.
So eager to leave, David. Killing the man is a hell of a lot easier than killing the idea.
You were never cut out to be a
Wingsuits, I mean, it's just for the campaign. Campaign, you do a lot of stuff, hanging out of helicopters, all kind of wild stuff. And then what is this, bro? This was in that clip from yesterday.
Get the Reznov challenge pack when you pre-order now.
There it is. Black Ops 7 available for pre-order. Oh, we got more. Oh, this looks like some multiplayer moves right here. Little kill streaks. Oh, there's zombies? Oh, we're going to have to analyze this. Little Nuketown action we saw there with snow. I saw the bus with snow.
How about that? Zombies, of course. ZedOps Arcade.
Let's go.
Arcade as well. And it looks like we also have an official date. Call of Duty Black Ops
November
7
14th.
releases on November 14th.
Hey, I knew
And to
before
tell
he
us more,
did.
Please
Let's
welcome Miles Leslie
go.
from Treyarch and Natalie Pohorsky from Raven to opening
If you like the
night
video,
live.
like and subscribe. Yeah, I think I saw Hijack too.
Hello, guys. Congratulations on the reveal. Welcome, Miles and Natalie to Opening Night Live.
Thanks for having us. We're very excited to finally talk about this game.
Yeah, excited. Let's get into it.
All right. Well, that trailer was obviously intense. Black Ops is back. Twisted world of Black Ops as always, and it looks like you're definitely pushing the envelope again.
Absolutely, Jeff. It's been a long road,
I
and we're
mean,
thrilled
it
to
was
finally
pretty
be
much all
sharing what we've been
campaign,
building.
and it looks like
Black Ops 7's got a bold vision of the future.
It
We're
looks
diving into
like
2035, and it's a future that feels real.
a BO2
just out of
sequel, which is
reach,
what it is.
But it's twisted in only the ways Black Ops could. And, you know, you come to expect what you got there. It's a world of fear. The shadows are gone. Nothing is what it seems.
Yeah, 2035 setting. So the question is, you know, we're wondering how does Menendez, how does this all fit into the Black Ops timeline?
Yeah, so we're pulling threads from Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 6, but don't worry, don't get it twisted. This is a beast of its own, Black Ops 7. We're stepping into a world spiraling from the return of Raul Menendez and the consequences of the past.
All right, well, you can tell us who's stepping into the light in this game.
Yeah, David Mason returns, but he is not the same. He's carrying deep scars. Some you can see, some you can't.
This is
He's
very
got a new team with him.
standard
and every
Treyarch
mission, every
storylines I'm
move
hearing,
is a test.
which is fine.
Now,
And
what
we're
makes the story
also-
stand apart? Yeah.
We're also introducing the Guild.
Yes.
Important to mention, a global tech force that claims to be humanity's last line of defense against this mysterious threat. And their CEO, Emma Kagan, is a visionary leader with a clear mission, but how she chooses to confront this crisis is often at odds with David and his team. So it's not a battle of good versus evil, it's a clash of philosophies. What kind of future are we building, and who gets to decide?
All right, so some deep thoughts there. So yeah, tell us about how does this story stand apart this time?
It's the characters.
Okay.
So the story is about identity, memory, and consequence.
Let's
And we've
introduce
crafted this
again
cast
robots,
like
bro.
Pieces of a puzzle. So each one has a reason to be there, and each one
See,
brings something
the
unique
thing
to
here
the
is
table.
like
And we've also got our central city
we-
of Avalon, which
they
is
did
more than
that
just a
stuff.
backdrop. It's a living,
You know,
breathing space
futuristic
that
stuff
evolves with the
like
player. And it's also
10
where our
plus years
story
ago.
roots take hold.
But I mean, now
All right, well, one thing we want to
that
talk
was
about
before that
is
stuff was even
gameplay.
around.
And
I know.
understand you're doing a co-op
But like, this is
campaign for
actually
one.
kind of how it is
Right
now, bro.
from the start, we wanted
When I
to
scroll
make
my
a bold
timeline and I
change
see-
with the campaign.
I mean,
Black Ops 7
I
can
see
be played
robots on here like
solo or
every
up
day.
to 4
We're kinda-
players. It's a shared experience.
this kinda fits
and every mission has been
the modern day.
handcrafted for variety. Tone, pacing,
Pretty much without
gameplay
robots would
location.
be like
You're gonna be
a
running on the rooftops of Japan,
almost like
exploring
a
the
pass
Mediterranean
game now.
coast, and then diving deep into the human
We're kinda to the
psyche.
point where
All of it has been
that's kinda
crafted
like
to
the-
really add clues to
the modern day
story
standard.
and offer their own gameplay focus.
Wow, so wild story, co-op campaign. You are definitely pushing boundaries this time.
Yes, we are. Black Ops 7 is all about innovation across the entire game, and not just in gameplay, but in how we tell stories, how we connect players, and how we build worlds. And this is just the beginning. There's more to come at Call of Duty Next,
Of course.
including multiplayer and zombies. But for now, we hope you guys are excited to step into something new and experience something truly unforgettable.
Amazing. All right, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, thanks so much, guys. And now, here's a behind-the-scenes look from the rest of the Call of Duty development team.
all right,
guys.
even more.
Black Ops 7 brings an all-new way to play the Call of Duty campaign. This time, you're not going in alone. You have the option this year to play solo or up to 4-player co-op start to finish. You can bring your friends, you can make some new ones, and there's a whole bunch of adventure even after the story.
For solo players, we really make sure that they can engage in the campaign the way they want to and feel like they're truly playing a Black Ops story.
What's going to be fun is having each player in your squad gravitate towards their own play style and then really playing it off of each other.
We've crafted this as an inherently social mode that features the amazing linear Call of Duty missions that our community loves.
Mission variety is at the core of the Black Ops 7 campaign. The pacing
That was a
shifts between
wild-looking road right
high-intensity
there.
combat, stealth-driven objectives,
Okay.
and
That's definitely
deeply
hijacked.
psychological sequences that challenge your perception of reality. Avalon serves as the narrative.
that part of Avalon right there looks like Fortune's Keep.
The campaign stretches far beyond its borders, both geographically and thematically.
These operators are
dynamic
actually
and full
looking
of
fantastic.
opportunities to
That like
explore,
white and
experiment,
beige
and
one.
experience the story in new ways.
And in the culmination of the co-op
There's
campaign,
the
we're
M8,
unleashing something
A1.
bold, the end game. It's a proving
There's a
ground to
canted
put everything
shot
we've
going
mastered
on there.
throughout the campaign to the test. The end game is a brand new PvE social experience where you and your squad will need to survive overwhelming odds, adapt under pressure, and break the rules of what you thought a campaign could be. Each run is a new step.
Definitely
in your
got
power journey
some
as you wield
zombie-looking
personalized
stuff
abilities and face unexpected challenges.
in the
And here,
campaign, it
all of
looks like.
Avalon opens up.
It gives us a lot of freedom to have some fun with the
Yeah,
gameplay
there's going to be a lot of
mechanics, player
content with
movement.
this.
Players really
Having a
can turn the map into
like
their playground.
This is
campaign
your
you can play with
chance
your
to explore
friends.
the world beyond the mission.
I saw
That's
no
just a
tax
quick
sprint
look at what's to come
anywhere.
with the campaign. Every mode of this game is built with the intention to deliver the best possible experience to our players. So whether you're a Call of Duty veteran or new blood, there's something for you in Black Ops 7.
Okay. Okay.
All right, for much more on Call of Duty Black Ops 7, make sure to watch the full-length Black Ops 7 Direct and tune into Call of Duty Next on September 30th. Still to come, we'll have news on Fallout Season 2 and the announcement of a brand new game from adventure game legend Ron Gilbert. I grew up playing his games, and I can't wait to show you his next unexpected creation a little bit later. All right, who's ready for our first brand new game announcement of the night?
Thoughts, guys?
I figured you'd feel that way. Well, to do the honors, please welcome back to ONL, one of the most respected and recognizable hosts in esports. She's my co-host, Shocks.
3 out of 10. I was probably at a 1 out of 10 when I saw that clip yesterday, but now seeing the full trailer and everything, I'm probably 5.
Thank you so much
5.
To be back here at Gamescom and ONL. I just had so much fun last year that I had to run it back. And let me just say, we have an unbelievable show
Let's
for
see
you
what
tonight.
Charlie has said.
Further ado, it's time
Black Ops
for
7
our
has a
first
4-player
new game
co-op
announcement at ONL.
campaign
Please enjoy.
and 11 missions in a linear story. Once done, in-game unlocks. In-game is 1 to 32 player PvE experience on Avalon. It's replayable mission to experience after the campaign. If you die, you lose all your gear. You have to restart. Breaking Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will allow you to share weapon builds directly with other players in-game. You will also be able to share a build code online and let everyone put the code in-game and instantly get a specific weapon build. So for loadouts, you can just give like a code to people and they could just type the code in and it puts the loadout on for them. That's kind of W. Kind of a W. All right, let's see if everybody just dropped videos about it. Yeah, seeing them all. I played Black Ops 7 early. I gotta watch. I need to see Swags first. I need to see Swag. Tell me if this game is slow. That's what I really need. 18 minutes? Alright, we're gonna do it. Alright, let's hear it.
They probably gonna think this is not clickbait. I did get a chance.
Back sprint gone, replaced by wall running.
Special guest, got my boy Big Cartier in the building. Ooh, what's good, y'all? We got my boy Legend.
Is that something you just read, or is that how you see it?
In today's video, I kind of get to reveal everything that I got to play. They're content creators too as well. Their links will be in the description. I want to hear their perspective.
For the first time in history, there will be no campaign difficulty settings for players to choose from.
You know what I'm saying? So I got a chance to get a hands-on for Black Ops 7. I'm gonna give you guys all the info. If you guys could drop like, hit that subscribe
That's
button
how you see
down
it.
below.
All right.
And comment below your opinions, man. We would love to know what you guys think as well too. So like I said, we went to Treyarch, got to play Black Ops 7. Now I'm gonna tell you right now.
Tell me.
The hands-on, I probably got to play 2 games, like 2 matches.
That's what I heard, like 35 minutes.
But we also got like info on just everything we played. So basically, starting off, we're gonna talk about the Black Ops 7 weapon prestige system returns. Okay. So basically, like you have a gun, you level it up, and then you can prestige it.
That type of weapon, that is a legendary, especially with the current prestige we have for our regular levels.
Was that in a certain game before?
It was.
He said what now?
BO2, BO3.
Yeah. That type of weapon, that is matches, multiplayer match, 20 minutes, you know what I mean? So, but we also got like info on just everything we played. So basically, starting off, we're gonna talk about the Black Ops 7 weapon prestige system returns. Okay. So basically, like you have a gun, you level it up, and then you can prestige it.
That type of weapon, that is a legendary, especially with the current prestige we have for our regular levels.
Was that in a certain game before?
It was. I know it was in BO2, BO3.
Yeah, that's the last one I remember.
Maybe BO4, but I can't think. But BO2.
We haven't seen that in a minute.
The weapon prestige system?
Yeah, we haven't seen that in a minute.
Yeah.
So basically what it does is you unlock camos through prestige in the weapons.
See, now
that's different. That's dope.
That is.
See, in BO3, I think all we got was like a weapon
Campaign
tag
has a mastery camo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And something else, but never a camo.
You can put your clan tag or something.
And all the way, like there's different prestiges for the weapon.
Dude.
And at the max weapon prestige, you get a camo.
See, I was watching Jay God earlier, and he was like, you know, he just so casually like brushes off like people's like hate on the game, because it's like no matter what, year to year, Call of Duty is gonna find something to lock you in, bro. Campaign mastery camo, like now that just up pre-orders like crazy. Now everybody's gonna want to grind the campaign. Like they have a way to just get you hype, like every year. Now as the year progresses, as there's bugs and they don't fix things and they don't listen, like it goes down and down and down. But off rip, they always have you locked in at the launches. Like Warzone 2, complete flop. but that's the most like player numbers they ever had. Warzone 2, after 3 years of Warzone, everybody loved it. Warzone 2 was like the biggest hype there ever was. Like, they always got the hype at the start, without a doubt.
That's tough. That's tough. They cooked with that.
Imagine like a mastery camo for maxing out every weapon or something, bro.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. And then also prestige attachments. Every gun has a unique max weapon prestige attachment. All attachments are locked except optics until prestige unlocks.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, it kind of like sounds complicated, but I'm sure you'll figure it out as you get in game.
Yeah.
Max weapon level, prestige 2 unlocks the exclusive camo. Prestige 3 on the weapon prestige master unlocks another
Black Ops
exclusive
7
max
will have
camo.
16 mastery
It's just a bunch of
camos
in
total.
that
I mean,
That's
sounds like
tough.
more camos than we got the entire year of Black Ops 6. I mean, come on now.
It's gonna be gas. Also, camos in all modes. Campaign,
Hijack, Raid, Express,
zombies,
all on launch.
multiplayer.
Grinding for
No
camos in
Nuketown on
campaign,
launch,
like,
so that's
crazy.
coming later.
A wealth of challenges and rewards across all modes, including co-op. There's 16 mastery camos.
That's 4 per mode, right?
Yeah. 4 per mode, yeah. The multiplayer gold camo is called Shattered Gold.
Wait, I think I have an idea of how that looks. So if you guys have the, did you unlock the new XM4 already? The prismatic?
No.
If you take the prismatic and throw the regular gold camo that we have now, if it looks like that, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen what it looks like. I just don't really know how to describe it.
I think if you see the prismatic, you'll
Yeah. And then the weapon build system. Oh my God, no! This is the craziest shit I could ever say, bro. That's cool for us. It's cool.
What
for
is
us.
this music?
So basically, what it is you can share your class setups with your homies. So if you wanted one of my builds, I could send you it.
How would you be able to send it?
By code. But with your friends, you can just directly
that's the
send
music on
it.
his
You can just
video. I
directly
was just
send
making
it.
sure.
If you're on my friends list, I can send you my class.
Yes. And if your subscribers want to use your build, you can make your loadout to have a loadout code. So all you have to do is put the code, and they just type in the code, and the loadout is
So
instantly.
like on TikTok, right? You know, people they always, what's the loadout? What's the loadout?
All they have to do is they don't have to put. They literally just have to type in your code, and they get your loadout.
That's huge. That's actually huge.
That's what you
That's
stuff like that. That's like people are
that makes so much things just so much easier.
Yes. I mean, like I said, that's more so cool for us. Obviously, like for like a person who just hops on, maybe like, especially if they're not that great, they're not sending their builds to anybody. But like for people like us who make class setups and metas, it's definitely good.
Nah, that's dope.
Next, I want to talk about is the new omni movement.
Okay.
Wall jumping.
Well, talk to me.
Okay.
Talk to me.
I thought we were getting wall running. That might be even crazy.
So you can't run on the wall.
Okay.
Thank God.
That's fine because a lot of people have negative reviews about it.
Yep.
That's cool.
The wall jump is as simple like you could run, jump off the wall,
Like bounce.
like bounce. Like you basically bounce off the wall.
Okay.
And there's obviously a duration of like you can't just do it over and over again. Yeah. After like 2, this is what they said. I can't really say what I play. I can't say specifically my experience with it, but I'm telling you like what they told us. You literally can just do 2, and then you kind of get like player fatigue. Like you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's just like your move. You know what I'm saying? Your players just
jump
like
up and down. You can only go so many times.
Yeah. Combat roll. This is not in core MP, but basically in certain modes, when you jump off a building, you can combat roll, and it takes away from fall damage.
Nah, that. What? I was just.
That's tough.
So it's the same thing that Battlefield just had in that beta.
That's crazy.
Like you jump out of tall stuff and roll, and you don't take damage.
I was playing Battlefield.
Do they have combat roll?
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
I jumped off a building, and it was like hurry up and like press some button, and you could combat. Nah, that's crazy.
Mounted gun mechanics return. So basically, I was never really a fan of this, but in 2019, you could mount and also like mount along the railing.
I'm not a fan of that either.
So I think it's whatever. I never been a fan of that, honestly. but
I'm not really.
If the casuals like it, you know, they want to post up. The campers specifically, if y'all want to.
Hold on, he said what's?
Mount along the railing.
I'm not a fan of that either.
So I think it's whatever. Mount and gun mechanics return. So basically, I was never really a fan of this, but in 2019, you could mount and also like mount along the railing.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's whatever. I never been a fan of that, honestly. but
I'm not really.
If the casuals like it, you know, they want to post up. The campers specifically, if y'all want to post up and do y'all, I mean,
they can do
saying?
they can do their big one. There's no tactical sprint by default, but there's a perk that allows you to do it.
Wait. So what is the base speed now? Kind of like what's that one perk?
Slipstream.
No tactical sprint by default, but there's a perk that allows you to do it.
Wait. So what is the base speed now? Kind of like what's that one perk?
They described it. They described it. It's a little bit. He did like math on it, and I was like, it's a little bit faster. I can't.
I don't need to hit
He did a lot. Yeah, he did a lot. They were doing a lot of math in here. I don't really know.
A lot of people don't like tax straight anyway. I mean, I don't mind it.
And also with wall jumping, you can't ADS while you're wall jumping. You have to have a perk for it. So you can wall jump, but if you have the perk on, you can actually jump off the wall and ADS at the same time. So like it's kind of like.
Seem like now where you gotta have a perk if you want to like or last year there was a perk right where you could ADS like before you finish sliding.
Into the slide.
Yo,
bro, they finna have
Rebirth and somebody's running and he doing all that.
Yeah, it's over. It's over, bro. It's over. Hey, you're getting clipped. You're getting clipped.
Free TikTok.
You're getting clipped, bro.
That's insane, bro.
You can fire while sprinting. You can sprint 360, obviously like omni movement. Oh, and they brought back
I think
like
whatever they
hands. So,
do
like,
in
like,
Warzone will be
like,
totally
like
different,
fast,
especially like
fast
speed
speed
wise from his multiplayer.
Oh my goodness,
The way
dude.
things are
We
now,
need
like
that.
Universal
it's not at all
weapons
the
that they talked
same.
about that were in there
The
that
way
they showed us
all
was
the sprint stuff
peacekeeper.
works
That's my
in multiplayer versus Warzone.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Big peacekeeper in the
But
building.
there's a gun you gotta say if you don't, bro.
I'm gonna say it. Okay,
Tell me
just
what
say
guns
what's
coming
in
back.
this.
The MA1.
Oh bro, that is my number one all-time favorite weapon, bro. Oh my goodness.
Also, their Orion pistol. I think it's like the Cat 40. I think I can't really remember.
The one we saw in the trailer.
Yes.
Yeah. Which we knew. I'm still pretty
The DSR 50 returns, but it's like like they say it's modeled after the DSR 50.
So is it kind of like a Graw conversion that we have now? Like it's modeled?
Nah. It's a sniper rifle, but it's just like 2035. So it's like super futuristic.
Okay.
Yeah. But they said,
that's still pretty dope.
But they said they modeled it after.
DSR was one of my that's one of my favorite snipers of all time too.
They have a dual action shotgun.
I've never been much of a sniper, but I did like that gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love that.
Ooh, that thing was punching.
Low key should have brought back the Maddox, but I'm not.
Oh,
Exactly. I'm not playing.
Yo, the PDW 57 from BO2.
PDWs you got in the game.
Man, the Jackal PDW. Now that's the real.
The real PDW. Yeah,
It is
It's
the real
30 total
PDW.
guns. Like there's a lot of guns
one coming
that
back.
Are, like have never been seen before. The thing with Black Ops 7 is they fed into nostalgia a little bit, but they don't want to do it that much because you obviously want to continue to make new dope guns. So they obviously brought back a couple fan favorites, but they also have like other guns. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Okay.
So the multiplayer design, it's inspired by mind-bending 2035 near future tech. From the campaign,
Here's the stuff they have to read.
BO2 influence, but not a remaster. A weapon and equipment overclocks. So basically, what that means is you have an equipment, and when you overclock it, that means it has like abilities to it. So I can't. It's kind of hard to describe, but like you can have.
Carry
let's just
forward.
say, like,
All
active
current
camo
double
is
XP
a
tokens,
thing.
gobblegums will be
You have
available
overclocks
day
for it.
one
So
Black
you can
Ops
either
7.
choose to have it make a longer duration.
Operators,
or you can choose to
bundles,
have-
and
to be
other
able to
Black
get it
Ops 6
faster.
content will be added
talking about
at Season
specialists
1
with, like,
launch.
Separate upgrades.
There's not specialist ability like what you think. It's a field upgrade.
Okay.
Yeah, these are field upgrades.
Like it has different variations of that.
Yes.
But you can add a pro to it, and then you can select
Yes. Like a munitions box has like an increased amount of something, or like there's always like
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
So stem shots would have either
like you increase speed or carry 3.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's fire.
And streaks also have that as well. So streaks also have overclock. So UAV you can overclock it to where it's like lasts longer or shows enemy direction.
No, I ain't gonna lie. That
We had that in
Advanced Warfare.
Infinite Warfare too.
Infinite Warfare.
Infinite.
Infinite Warfare. Yeah, we have it.
Hold on, is that what they're talking about? I'm reading too much.
Yeah, that's fire.
And increase speed or carry 3. Yes, exactly. That's something.
Hold on.
Like 2 separate upgrades.
There's not specialist ability like where you tech.
Hold
from
on.
the
Here we
campaign,
go.
a large BO2 influence, but not a remaster. A weapon and equipment overclocks. So basically, what that means is you have an equipment,
Overclocks.
and when you overclock it, that means it has like abilities to it. So I can't. It's kind of hard to describe, but like you can have like let's just say like active camo is a thing, but you have overclocks for it. So you can either choose to have it make a longer duration, or you can choose it to be able to get it faster.
Are you talking about specialists with like two separate upgrades?
There's not specialist ability like what you think. It's a field upgrade.
Okay.
Yeah, these are field upgrades.
Like it has different variations of that.
Yes.
But you can add a pro to it, and then you can select
yes. Like a munitions box has like an increased amount of something, or like there's always like.
Oh yeah, okay, all right, okay.
So stem shots would have either
like you increase speed or carry 3. Yes, exactly.
That's dope.
Okay.
And
So it's like
also
a
have that as well. So streaks also
almost
have
like an
overclock.
extra
So
perk
UAV, you
if
can
they're making a
overclock
field
it to where
upgrade.
it's like lasts longer or shows enemy direction.
No, I ain't gonna lie. That
We had that in Infinite Warfare too.
Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare. Yeah, we had. You can overclock it to where it's like lasts longer or shows enemy direction.
No, I ain't gonna lie. That
we had that in Infinite Warfare too.
Infinite Warfare.
Infinite
Warfare.
Raven just changed their
We
logo.
added that to Infinite Warfare.
Literally,
That's right.
seconds
I think
ago.
that's the only time we've ever seen it.
Yeah,
that's the
it
only.
made that game so fun.
Black Ops 6 combat specialties returned, but more custom options with new hybrid specialties, with 3 new hybrid specialties. So, as far as the specialties, where it's like in Black Ops 6, where you get 3 red perks, you get like a 4th. Yeah. So there's 3 new ones now. So like if you put like 3 blue ones, so you can miss.
Yeah,
that.
I
So
don't
you
know
got
what
2
that
red
means.
And a blue, and it gives you a special.
What is
one.
active
So, like, it's just
camo?
more creative
That
with your
picture he
perks,
showed.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then new perks, they have network perks, buffs nearby teammates, looper, which is a balanced score streak looping, so you can loop your score streaks. So it's a
Okay,
perk.
so it's a
All
perk
I
to
heard
loop
was they
score
promoted
streaks.
stacking.
I heard
Yeah,
that was
stay
probably
by your
coming
teammate,
back.
You get, that's dope for all you who love to play like a team.
And then agility, which increases lightweight and extra boost.
That
gun
makes
code,
sense.
firewall
We saw
sprinting,
invisibility
Overwatch
in that
support
first
slayer,
clip, like,
bonus
a
score
month
from
ago.
assists, stealth slayer hidden from minimap after kills.
So Ghost.
Stealth support captain earned field upgrade charges from kills. And also, what's back? This is my favorite shit right here, bro. This is what got me into COD. This is the whole specialist bonus is back.
So that's crazy because we've never seen specialists in a Treyarch game.
Specialist bonus. You get all the perks.
We've never seen a specialist bonus.
That's huge.
In a Treyarch game.
So it's 400, 600, 800 score, but 1200 score you get specialist bonus. You get all the perks.
If the perks are good,
which it sounds like they are, especially with all the combinations and
Facts.
everything. If it gives you the extra combination with specialists,
if it gives you the combat shit, nah, that's gonna be good.
Gas. Score streaks now we can talk about a little bit. So there's a new dog turret with a trophy system mount. Kind of whatever.
There's a new what?
Like it's like a turret gun. It's like a dog. So it's like a robot dog that kind of just stays near you the whole time. RCXD,
Call of Duty dropped
obviously the Gravemaker. Yo, this shit.
17-minute video about the game here a second ago.
No, let me tell you. This might be the craziest score streak I've ever used in a Call of Duty. So basically what it is they give you a sniper, like a futuristic sniper rifle, and you can scope in and you see through all walls thermal the guys, and you can shoot through all walls.
I knew he was gonna say that's just called the Gravemaker. I was hoping that that's insane.
And you get like 4 or 5
That's
shots, but you
a
can
special
shoot through
ability,
the whole, like,
for sure.
Any wall.
That's gonna
anything.
be annoying as hell. Somebody
Yep.
gonna camp for that shit.
Bro.
Somebody gonna camp for that.
Imagine being one off a nuke and somebody hit you with that.
When I killed somebody with that, I was like, bro, this is the it's so deep.
That is tough.
Nah, it's so
Name
deep.
like that, yeah.
Literal walls.
Gravemaker.
Squad link upgrade buffs teammates. The skewer, which is like a Hellstorm missile.
Okay.
Remote control drop robot, so kind of like a Juggernaut, but just a futuristic robot.
Yeah.
And they all have overclock, so you can choose whether to like keep the kill streak longer or you know what I mean.
Is that like the GI unit from Build 3?
Kinda, yeah, but you have to operate it. Did you have to operate the GI unit?
Nah, you just dropped it. That thing. Hey.
It was kind of ass though. Sometimes it was ass.
Bro,
It was alright, but once it dropped down, that motherfucker went out on his own and just
Bro,
started.
they never died in my lobby.
Bro,
no
if you
cap.
say Raps is coming back, that would be
Well, obviously they didn't show us all the score streaks. We got to see some of them, not all of them though. I'm assuming they.
Treyarch, if you're watching this, please bring Raps back.
They have like an attack dog variant, but it's called hunter killer drones. So it's kind of like, I guess swarm. You could say
We had a hunter killer drone
yeah.
in Black
and
Ops
then
2.
they have the BO2 Vito warship.
Yeah, Vito Warship has aura. They need to bring the Lodestar. Having both of them bro.
Be stupid.
Oh my god.
All right, and so now I want to talk about something that's gonna be gas. So basically, you obviously have 16 maps, obviously, right at launch. Yeah. But 3 of them are old BO2 ones. So you got Hijack, Raid, and Express.
Okay.
And those 3, they're all Japan themed. So like
the big trees.
So it has like on Raid there's like pink with like the arch. They're all Japan inspired. And
What's
it
Express?
looks so sick,
It's
bro.
got it's
And
like
Hijack has Tokyo in the background.
Nah.
That's crazy.
It was shaped like
Bro,
this.
Hijack had one of the craziest spawn traps ever, bro.
Oh, that's my favorite.
And
map.
it had a
when you're
red
but they show
like
us videos,
subway.
they look beautiful,
Yeah,
bro.
going through it.
You know how remakes are sometimes like these look actually refreshing to hop on and play. Like I said, 16 unique maps, 2 skirmish maps, Avalon and Tide, and those are the big ones where it's like 20v20 mode skirmish. It's
like ground war.
It's ground war, 4-player squad. You spawn on each other. You have a wingsuit, which is like so you spawn in. You can either choose to spawn in the air, on the ground, or on your teammates. And you can spawn from the air and use your wingsuit. You can really fly anywhere. So you almost
Ain't nobody gonna play that. Ain't nobody gonna play that
as well.
Imagine grapple hooks in Warzone.
Really tough.
That would be crazy.
And then
Hey, grapple
overall,
hooks in
BO7 a bigger
Black
tech
Ops
jump
4.
from BO6 and Cold War.
It was a good
which
thing.
is obvious because BO7
In,
is based in 2035. BO6 was based in 1998.
Blackout had
It's like
grapple
two
hooks.
different
They were
things.
great.
Their connected experience will hub and features C-Link, which is like kind of hard to describe, but it's like
Where ground war at? Just go play
mini-map,
Battlefield, bro.
ammo widget, player info, a different UI. They wanted to do a strong focus on score streak quality, like BO3 level. They want to actually have good score streaks. They overhauled the pregame lobbies, the postgame experiences, just like cool shit. You know what I mean? Just
Ain't
to
nobody playing
make the UI
multiplayer like
better.
that, bro.
Obviously, they updated the UI, and then they kind of talked about like as far as visuals and just GPU particles and vector fields. I don't really know.
Summoning some.
I don't even know. But overall, I got to play Black Ops 7. From what you guys hear, what do y'all think?
I don't want to say it. I want to say it, but I don't want to say it.
I try not to get too hyped because like we obviously get hyped for new COD because we love COD.
Yep.
But we also get let down a lot. But this is the one year I'm
Sometimes.
giving an exception, and I'm hearing a lot of good things. I'm obviously biased.
Yep.
Because Black Ops 2 is my favorite game of all time, and this is Black Ops 2 inspired.
Yep.
My favorite all-time weapon came back. I mean, and I'm just hearing some good stuff, bro. So like,
I will say we're back if so we can get all of this. What matters to me most is all the content we get after Black Ops 7
yeah, the
comes out.
post-launch
If it's
content have to be good.
continuously updated.
Yeah.
And we get hella content, we're back. That's all I'm gonna say.
And the goodness from Black Ops 7 itself has to transition into Warzone. Like,
No.
both of them have to
No.
be in conjunction for me to like really be.
That's
like,
what it
this is
can't
the
do.
one.
This, None of this
after
stuff can
playing
come
it
to
for a couple
Warzone.
games,
Most of it.
I mean, I don't.
Other
I
than
don't
the
even know what I
guns
can
and
say or
operators.
cannot say. Like, I don't know if I can say like whether I had a good experience or not. But just know the vibe that I got from playing that was definitely like a BO3 type of vibe. Like,
I love
just
it. Best Call of Duty of all time, by the way.
Yo,
like it's just like it.
I got BO2.
that's the end of this video. Get it off my screen. Get it off my screen. We're not gonna listen to that blasphemy.
We're bringing something new to the table.
Oh, it's about to happen.
I think they're in for a nice surprise, yeah.
There are no manual doors.
We're excited
in
to
Black Ops
finally
7
talk about our
multiplayer.
brand new game, launching this year, Black Ops 7. This is a story we've been building for years, designed from the start to deepen the Black Ops universe. We're picking up the thread in 2035, a world shaped by the consequences
Level
of
that
choices made
1000
long before.
prestige grind.
It's a future forged by fear.
Weapon prestige master with 250 levels per gun.
Before. And Black Ops 7 gives us the opportunity to take valuable player feedback and infuse it directly into our development to make this the best Black Ops experience.
You'll be able to squad up with friends or play solo in a fresh and innovative co-op campaign. Jump into a 2035 multiplayer experience loaded with brand new maps. And yes, the next chapter of Zombies, set entirely in the Dark Ether. First, let's dive
Yeah,
into our
250,
campaign.
but I think that's like because you
start,
prestige
our goal
it
was to tell a story that
like
could stand on
over
its
and
own,
over, so
while
they're
also
adding up all
honoring
the levels.
legacy of the series. Throughout development, we found meaningful opportunities to reconnect with characters and storylines from earlier Black Ops titles.
What say we wrap this shit up real quick today, okay? I need to hit the beach and work on my tan.
Black Ops 7 takes place about 10 years after the events of Black Ops 2 with Raul Menendez.
I can't help but
and
hear
his
Michael
Cortes
Rooker's
DA
voice and
movement.
think
It's such
about
a good
him on
period
Walking
of
Dead.
time because how have these characters changed over the last 10 years? We have this sweet spot here to really open up some new relationships between characters.
At the end of Black Ops 2, Raul Menendez was seemingly killed. Now in 2035, he's back with a mysterious video threatening to burn the world down in 3 days. In response to this
3
imminent
days.
threat, the Guild, a global tech conglomerate, has stepped in to offer protection where governments and nations have failed. David Mason, callsign Section, is back, deployed to investigate the new danger. What begins as a tactical operation quickly unravels into something far more disturbing as they uncover a weapon engineered to turn fear into an instrument of war.
So when the team gets exposed to it, we get to dig into twisted versions of their memories. It really plays on the
ADS while sliding, diving, or wall jumping is disabled by default. You have to use the dexterity perk if you want to ADS while you slide or dive or jump off a
their
wall.
fears. It puts them into this kind of
That's good.
paranoid
That'll
state.
keep things a lot more under
As
control.
the story deepens, reality fractures, missions twist into surreal dreamscapes, and the line between memory and madness begins to blur. You just gotta play and see.
At the heart of it all is David Mason, returning from Black Ops 2 and now portrayed by Milo Ventimiglia, who brings the grounded intensity and emotional depth that the story demands.
David is a true leader, but he's riddled with doubts. He's always worried, did he do the right thing? That fear is really the basis of this story.
Under the authority of now Commander Troy Marshall, David now leads a new JSOC unit, codenamed Spectre 1. As the world spirals into uncertainty, David must hold his team together. Now let's meet the team. Mike Harper returns with his tough-as-nails attitude and signature humor. We get this good balance of the energy that he brings, but also the way that he can take David aside and be really honest with him. Michael Rooker reprises the role, and he brings every ounce of personality you'd expect.
The guy is not a lot of fun.
Balancing Harper's bold personality is Eric Samuels, portrayed by John Eric Bentley. After protecting the president alongside David and Harper back in Black Ops 2, he formed a deep respect for David. Resigning from the Secret Service and joining his elite JSOC team, Samuels believed he could make a greater impact at David's side.
50-50 is one of our new characters. She's pretty amazing. She's Samoan, and she's kind of worked her way up, and then at a certain point in her life started experiencing this degenerative disease. Rather than getting taken away from the fields, she is willing to get some of her limbs replaced with bionic limb replacements. She's played by Frankie Adams, who is just a perfect fit for the role.
It would suck to get kicked and punched by her.
Alongside these new and returning faces, we're introducing Emma Kagan, portrayed by Kiernan Shipka. As the CEO of the Guild, Emma has positioned herself as humanity's last line of defense against the emerging threat. But her philosophy on how to confront this crisis puts her at odds with David and his team, raising questions about trust, control, and the cost of survival.
You'll also meet operatives like Slade Razor Barrick, who heads up Spectre 2, the secondary JSOC team supporting the mission.
Integral to our story is the enduring shadow of Raul Menendez. Now, as the world spirals towards chaos once again, the question isn't just whether Menendez is back, it's whether David is ready to face what that truly means.
It was just the beginning. A necessary first step.
Mission variety is at the core of Black Ops 7. I can say that you are definitely going to see some of the most trippy shit you have ever seen in a Call of Duty campaign.
The last one
Things
was
are
pretty
gonna
trippy.
Progressively get really, really crazy the more you play. You're going to travel to places in reality in the game, but also in your mind. We can go to Nicaragua. You can go to
You know,
Los
Raven's
Angeles,
pretty impressive.
all
The
within
fact that they do
span of
everything for
seconds
Warzone,
because there's no limitations
and they make
on what
Treyarch's
this
campaigns.
mindscape can bring.
They do a lot of work.
Isn't just where the story begins, it's where it unfolds. It's where the Guild is based. And while we won't spoil why that matters just yet, their presence here is no accident. It's a city layered with history and power, hidden agendas, designed from the ground up to serve both the narrative and the gameplay.
having Avalon as this massive space is a first where we can actually integrate seamlessly into the campaign. You're doing a very specialized mission here, and then you go back to Avalon.
That dude was eating a lot of bullets. Did he have a shield on his body or something?
And future collide.
He just
and
took
where
like a
the
whole
truth
mag.
about Menendez and the guild waits to be uncovered.
And as part of the co-op campaign, we're unleashing something bold, the endgame. This isn't just a final mission, it's a proving ground, a culmination of everything you've learned through the campaign, then turned on its head. The endgame is a social experience where you and your squad will need to master abilities, survive overwhelming odds, adapt under pressure, and break the rules of what you thought a campaign could be.
And you get to do it not just with your friends, but there's another 28 players, so 32 in total. It is truly a living world.
With this whole new canvas at our fingertips, we want to make sure players could be rewarded in fresh new ways, even if they only play for the story. So for the first time ever, we're proud to announce we're bringing global progression to campaign in Black Ops 7. Earn XP, complete challenges, level up your weapons in the campaign, and bring them into MP, zombies, or Warzone.
Built for solo or co-op play, this campaign
It'd be
pulls you
nice
into
to
a
have
threat
them a
that
little
demands your
ready to
attention,
go.
twists your expectations, and reminds you exactly why.
To me,
Black Ops
it'll
stories
really
are
all
so
depend
unique.
on the multiplayer camo, because
if I take a step back and say what was the vision
last
for
year,
multiplayer
I mean
in
this year,
Black
I
Ops
waited
7, it really
till a couple
started with
months
that
ago to do
2035
multiplayer,
setting.
and like, if it's not
Moving forward to
fantastic, I won't even
2035
do that
lets us
again.
Push the gameplay, make sure that we're making the most balanced and fun
I
games
just
as
do
possible.
zombies and Warzone and
I'm really pumped
grind.
for all the new exciting tech and improvements that we're bringing to weapons this project. We'll have 30 new weapons available at launch, including 16 that players are seeing for the very first time in Call of Duty. It's
There's
always
raid.
about finding the right balance of something brand new as well as delving into some of our past experiences. So we're always looking at other Black Ops games and trying to pick out little nuggets, weapons that people have really
hold up.
Black Ops games and trying to pick out little nuggets.
I like the way
weapons
some of
that
these look.
people have really loved and maybe haven't seen in a long time, as well as some of those that keep coming back, but they're better than ever. We want to make sure that they're all over the map in terms of the classes that they belong to.
I like
as well
both,
as
man.
Some of their gameplay
I like
mechanics.
when they
With
bring
the game
back
taking
stuff.
place 10
Like
years
it,
after Black Ops 2,
it gives
we've
more
unleashed the team's
guarantees.
creativity to deliver exciting
There's
new
more
perks,
guarantees that you're gonna have stuff you
attachments,
like.
equipment, field upgrades,
If they
and
bring
of
back
course,
ones,
a huge
plus they have new
selection of
ones.
score streaks to play with. With our new
It's like
arsenal
even
of
if the new ones are
gadgets, we're
trash,
introducing a system
at
we
least there's
call
something there
overclocks,
familiar.
allowing players to progress and unlock increased capabilities for equipment, field upgrades, and score streaks. The overclock system puts even more agency and power into the hands of our players, allowing more customization of your gameplay experience than ever before. We're also expanding omni movement to include new ways to outmaneuver
This is
and
concerning.
outstyle your
I was
opponents across
literally
the game.
just watching this clip on Twitter.
Omni movement to include new ways to outmaneuver and outstyle your opponents across the game. Including movement to include new ways to outmaneuver and outstyle your. We're also expanding Omni movement to include new ways to outmaneuver and outstyle your opponents. Also expanding Omni movement to include.
Okay, I'm not like so mad about this jump. My problem is they designed this map that you can't cross this area unless you do that. That's what I really hated. I think even more than the movements were horrific for the 3 jetpack years. I hated it. Not because I was bad at it, because everybody's like, oh, you're just a bot. No. Just because it was just so unrealistic in your tracking, you know, especially in Advanced Warfare the first time they tried it. You could jump just sky high. So you're just sitting there with one person. Y'all just jumping up and down together until somebody, you know, gets the other one. My problem beyond that was the map design. Like, they made so many sections of the map where, like, you couldn't cross an area without, like, wall running. And, like, you can't, like, the problem is with that is, like, long term, you can't compare maps. Like, you think, like, oh, well, this map was good, even though it was a jetpack COD and jetpack CODs were whack. It's like, do you think that map would have been good if it was boots on the ground? And the answer is always no, because they didn't build the maps for boots on the ground. Like, they're just uncomparable. So, like, breaking my microphone. They're just in a totally different world when they do these jetpack stuffs, man. It's like, you can't even compare the games, which makes it feel like it's not Call of Duty.
Of your gameplay
because it's it feels like a different
We're
game.
also expanding omni movement to include new ways to outmaneuver and outstyle your opponents across the game, including wall jump for new traversal capabilities. We've also taken a close look at feedback and have made tuning adjustments across the board for a more controlled experience, including the removal of tactical sprint by default, with the ability to opt into that through our perk system. Now let's talk about how we're upping the ante with our multiplayer maps.
We're taking multiplayer to bold new locations that are deeply connected to the narrative. You'll fight through covert guild facilities in Japan, revisit David Mason's childhood cabin in the Alaskan wilderness, infiltrate a remote tundra installation, and crash across a high-tech solar array in the Australian outback.
Our maps are
like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Once again, this is multiplayer. So, I mean, this year, when they banned Combat Scout and Ranked, and I switched to Sprinter, where you have infinite tactical sprint, that was, like, game-changing. Like, Sprinter makes Warzone feel so much better. So, I imagine if there is a perk to tac sprint, that I will use it. But, like, will it be infinite? Or did we just nerf it to now where we went from no tac sprint to some tac sprint instead of going from some tac sprint to full tac sprint? I don't know. Loaded up COD with Game Pass is $30 for the Vault Edition upgrade. Maybe that's what I'll do. That's what I did last year at the beginning of the year. I played on Game Pass to start, and then I bought it on Battle.net because I was like not sure if I wanted to drop the money. So yeah, $30. Got to equal that 100.
Explore our expanded omni movement system, while still delivering the tight cover-to-cover combat that defines Black Ops. Each layout emphasizes clear lane definition, strong sightlines, and opportunities for creative flanking and positioning. Whether you're a run-and-gun player, a tactical defender, or someone who thrives on movement and momentum.
What is that?
Whether you're a run-and-gun player, a tactical defender.
So that little bit of touch on that wall was enough to jump them that high? They're going to just touch this pole on the right and just straight up jump the stairs.
Player, a tactical defender, or someone who thrives on movement and momentum, there's something here for you to learn, adapt to, and dominate.
Because we're taking place after Black Ops 2, we've been able to revisit some of those spaces in reimagined ways, and Raid is definitely one of those that we thought was really important to bring back at launch.
What is the Ultimate Edition? I don't even know what that means. But the game, it's free on Game Pass, right? Like, it's free day one?
This is the Raid you know and love, reimagined for Black Ops 7 in a setting that's as beautiful as it is deadly.
I think my favorite new multiplayer map is going to be the Forge.
Yes, that would be Forge.
Scar.
Cortex.
Homestead, for sure.
We've got 16 exciting maps at launch, all 6v6. We're also hard at work crafting some of the most unique maps for post-launch, leaning all the way into the themes of Black Ops 7. We're also delivering new large-scale maps, paired with an all-new mode to the series.
One of our new modes at launch is Skirmish, a large-scale experience where teams battle it out to complete objectives. It is a big 20 versus 20 size map, but adding wingsuit into multiplayer changes the dynamics of it compared to just
it doesn't though, because nobody's playing this.
A large-scale experience.
Nobody wants to play large-scale
objectives.
stuff.
It is a big 20 versus
that guy was
20
totally
size
invisible.
Map, but adding wingsuit into multiplayer changes the dynamics of it.
There's 0% chance I will play that game mode pretty much ever.
Mode. This allows you to have not only a bigger play space, but also more objectives going on. A squad captures an objective. They could basically wingsuit across the map to capture the next objective. One of my favorite things about Skirmish is that no one match feels the same.
This is a multiplayer experience designed to surprise you, built with intention, shaped by experience, and driven by the variety that keeps players coming back.
Stay tuned later this year for more details at our full multiplayer reveal at Call of Duty Next. And of course, you'll be able to get hands-on in the open beta. Now, let's dive into all the new ways you'll be rewarded through our global systems.
Let's hear about it.
For the first time ever in a Call of Duty, we have a connected campaign. All the great XP progression challenge systems you know and love from multiplayer zombies and Warzone will be in co-op campaign.
For the first time ever in Call of Duty, you're going to be able to share your weapon builds. You can send a build directly to a friend so they don't have to create it themselves. We're also adding a build code to Gunsmith, so whenever you see a screenshot of another player's build out of the game, you can enter the code to copy the exact same build.
As we've been building Black Ops 7,
where and how?
The second stage of Prestige has always been evolving into weapon Prestige. That deep engagement with your favorite guns is going to be recognized and celebrated. Enter Weapon Prestige, unlock that unique Prestige attachment that is different with every gun, complete 2 Weapon Prestiges, and you're going to graduate into Weapon Prestige Master with hundreds of levels to climb through. There are more ways to earn camos than ever in Black Ops 7. And looking ahead to our post-launch seasons, we're excited to bring weekly challenges to Black Ops 7.
Yay.
With unlockable gameplay rewards to earn,
we do need
challenges for all modes, and multiple completion weapon camos to chase each and every season. We'll have a lot more to talk about on progression and global systems later this year, but for now, let's take a look at how we're leaping forward in time to 2035 with our HUD and UI.
Yeah. Let's check it out.
It's great because it's not so far in the future that it's sci-fi. It's still kind of grounded in the technology we have today. It's still believable, but it does. It's still kind of.
Let me pause this.
It's great because it's not so far.
Let's take a look at this.
Sci-fi. It's still kind of.
Okay, so we got the angled stuff. The map is all angled. This is very Black Ops 3. The map's all angled. The health bar is all angled. It's all like angled, like you're looking through it on like a rounded screen. Yeah, I don't like this. I hope this doesn't come to Warzone.
Grounded in the technology we have today, it's still believable.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's not like we haven't had that. We've had a lot of different UIs. I mean, Black Ops 2, 3. There's been a million different UIs. Don't love that one. I kind of love the way it's been the last few years. It's been pretty solid.
There's a lot of VR and AR headsets that have come on the market in the last few years, and so if you take a look at that and you imagine, okay, 10 years down the line, what's that going to look like? And what's that going to do for soldiers? And then how does that translate back to a video game? And how can we give that kind of experience to our players? It's called Cerebral Link, and it's what connects all of our players. It can be a variety of things: audio, visual, handheld. It's this distributed network that goes through all the gear that the players will have. It feels like it's being pumped through, whether it's a message or the mini map or the ammo widget. It's got this consistent look and feel, and I think it more so than ever is going to feel like a cohesive and immersive experience for our players.
Accessibility is important because it brings in new players, it strengthens our community, it helps us form new connections, form new bonds, new friendships. One of the main things that I focused on was the center dot that you see in first-person games is usually the go-to fix for motion sickness. I started trying to figure out how we can build upon it and find other ways to reduce motion sickness for our players. We'll have more details about this and other new features as we get closer to launch.
We get the opportunity to mess with some cool.
We're gonna have a very short zombie section if there's zombies in this.
Display throughout the entire game. To highlight just a few, we got next level GPU particles and vector fields, volumetric fluid simulation, and dynamic surface deformation. But what does all that tech speak mean for you? Snow that gets trampled when you step in it, fog that parts and swirls when you run through it, and truly epic explosions.
What that means is 0 FPS, bro.
Discover for yourself.
We're gonna have boot prints in the snow.
We're pulling out all the stops with round-based zombies this year. After the events of Black Ops 6, our crew is now trapped in the dark ether. This is a whole new universe to explore in zombies, where the team's creativity can absolutely run wild. Our crew is essentially in prison here. No need to fight to discover a way to escape this reality. As if that wasn't enough, they've just come face to face with an alternate incarnation of our original crew, Richtofen, Takio, Nikolai, and
alternate
Dempsey,
incarnation.
with no idea who they are or why they're here. We're delivering a truly massive ground-based map at launch, packed with new features, as well as the return of survival maps for the first time since Black Ops 2. It's going to be one hell of a ride, and you won't have to wait long to see
Yeah,
more.
like
Our
nothing.
official Zombies
That's what I
reveal
said.
is only weeks away. Until then,
Official
we'll leave you with this.
Zombies reveal weeks away. Get a little cutscene, an after cutscene of the Reckoning. Oh, and that's literally all it was. Hold on. Okay, hold on. We need to analyze this.
This.
See, I'm not like a zombies nerd enough to know that guy's got to be the Shadow Man, right?
Thank you for being part of this journey.
He's got
we have
spurs.
So much more to show you, including new gameplay features, our MP and zombies reveals, and more coming in the next weeks.
I didn't become
In the
a zombie
meantime,
nerd
mark
until
your
like 5 years
calendars
ago,
for
so I don't know the old
worldwide
school stuff.
multiplayer reveal at Call of Duty Next on September 30th. We'll have live MP and zombies gameplay with your favorite creators from around the world. And right after Next, you'll be able to play Black Ops 7 at home when our beta starts on all platforms on October 2nd. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Black Ops 7 arrives worldwide on November 14th.
So,
Please gameplay with your favorite creators from
next
around
is the 30th?
Mark your calendars for the worldwide multiplayer reveal at Call of Duty Next on September 30th.
30th. So that is Tuesday, and then the beta will come out on Friday.
Live MP and zombies gameplay with your favorite creators from around the world. And right after Next, you'll be able to play Black Ops 7 at home when our beta starts on all platforms on October 2nd. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Black Ops 7 arrives worldwide on November 14th.
I want to watch that
Thanks
again.
for watching, and we'll see you soon. Black Ops 7 arrives worldwide on November 14th.
Let's look at this closely here. I'm not gonna lie, we're on 4K here watching this video. Some of those scenes we just saw are gonna be absolute cheeks on like a PlayStation 4. I don't know why they're still making games for those old gen stuffs like that. All right.
Wishlist.
What do they got going on here?
It's very fun. I've actually been playing this game over the past few weeks, and trust me, it is dangerously addictive.
Oh, they
The
did like
screen,
a
as you can see,
Fallout
never
thing?
stops moving, so you're
Okay. Let me see. I don't think we got a blog post today. We probably won't get that until the like zombie reveal. Milo put out a 32-minute video about zombies. Not watching that. Let's see if Mr. Dalek JD's got something about zombies. So many new videos on the timeline. I hate how they're doing like this now. Oh, well, it just switched. But like on my other screen, it only shows me 3 tiles. Like I want to see way more tiles when I'm scrolling through for thumbnails. They're compacting the thumbnails on mobile terribly, might I add. I don't know why they just don't do it on the big one too.
Today, we're diving into the first official details of Black Ops 7 Zombies and its gameplay. It's fresh off the main Black Ops 7 reveal. Last week, I was invited to Treyarch Studios to not only see, but play Black Ops 7 Zombies. I have all the exclusive intel you need on gameplay details, maps, characters, and so much more. So let's jump straight into the details. But to make sure you don't miss a single Zombies video in the future, consider subscribing. I flew 20 hours just to get you this information.
20 hours.
Jumping straight into things, we know that at the end of the Black Ops 6 Zombies map Reckoning, we got swept into the Dark Ether with our Black Ops 6 crew. What it means for Treyarch and the locations that we can go this year is that we're apparently going to go to some of the coolest locations we've ever been to in Zombies. Experience things we have never experienced before. One of the 3 big talking points for Zombies today is the new version of the original crew. In the Reckoning ending, it was revealed we are now face to face with a new version of our iconic crew from the foundation of Zombies itself. Treyarch want to make explicitly clear that this is a 3rd iteration of these characters. Now, the versions we're seeing of Richtofen, Takeo, Nikolai, and Dempsey is a 3rd iteration of this crew. Everything that happened before with these characters still happen, and everything is still completely canon. Their stories have been told, but we are now in the Dark Ether timeline, and this is the Dark Ether original crew. And on purpose, Treyarch is not actually going to tell us much about them to start with, but they do mention that we know a lot about the Black Ops 6 crew at this point, and they are going to act as their window and a connection point to learn more about this iteration of these characters. Questions like why are they important and why are they in here?
This is why they need the Black Ops 6 operators in Black Ops 7, because it's the same crew.
We do have one screenshot that shows our 4 new characters where we get new details. The most intriguing detail is the fact that Richtofen is wearing a Group 935 patch on his left arm, which up until this point, Group 935 has not been referenced whatsoever in the Dark Ether story. Another detail to point out on Richtofen's jacket is this medal right here, which is the Iron Cross. If it wasn't already obvious based on his cap and outfit, it seems this version of Richtofen is part of the German military. This medal was usually awarded for bravery and service in combat, regardless of your rank. Higher grades of the cross, like the Knight's Cross and Grand Cross, were awarded for exceptional acts of bravery and leadership. There is clearly a rich backstory to this version of Richtofen and his involvement in the German army, directly tied to World War II, but we're just going to have to see exactly how. We also get new details here on Tank Dempsey, where we can see he has a really cool arm sleeve tattoo on his left and right arms, which you previously didn't have. You can see a much clearer look at the emblem on Takeo's chest, which seems to resemble some sort of dragon. Nikolai just looks a lot like Primus Nikolai here, but all 4 of them have a very strange eye color, which doesn't seem to be natural. You can also see in their faces that they are quite veiny, like there's a lot of purple veins which seem visible. Which could be due to their excessive amount of time in the Dark Ether. We'll just have to wait and see. What is really cool is there is now 8 dedicated Zombies operators, so 2 crews playable, meaning you can play as any combination of these characters, being the 4 original Dark Ether characters, the 4 Black Ops 6 characters, or a combination of both. All characters will interact with each other, have completely unique interaction lines, and they're going to go through this story together. In a very similar way to Black Ops 4's Alpha Omega map, where there were 8 playable characters between 4 Primus and 4 Ultimus. The next big talking point is on the Zombies map itself. Black Ops 7 is going to launch with one Zombies map, but it is the biggest round-based map ever. For Treyarch, it's not just about size of map that is important, but it's the intent on what you do with that space. And with Black Ops 7 as a whole, they've expressed it is very much a
still won't be
sequel
as
to
big as
Black Ops
Outbreak,
2.
I'm
It doesn't
assuming.
quite work that way for Zombies with the Dark Ether storyline, but they absolutely looked at transit from Black Ops 2 as an inspiration and an opportunity to take that experience and make a lot of cool things to take it to the next level. So it is heavily transit inspired, but it isn't actually the transit map remastered. It in fact sounds like a map like Revelations, but is then placed into a transit-esque style layout. And to Treyarch, they can't think of a better map that really expresses the Dark Ether and the experiences we're going to be having this year than with this map. And they describe it as essentially a Bermuda Triangle, featuring unique locations out of various locations and time periods, each area having its own unique story, essentially meaning that every area of the map has been plucked from a different time period and is a completely unique location between each area. We were all presented this, and there was actually a map screen that showed the overall layout, and whilst I can't remember it picture accurate, here is an image on screen that depicts, to the best of my ability, what the overall map looked like. Map in total had 6 unique locations, and the only location that was explicitly shown to us was an...
Hold on. He
of the
Drew a
map has
picture.
been plucked from a different time period and is a completely unique location between each area. We were all presented this, and there was actually a map screen that showed the overall layout, and whilst I can't remember it picture accurate, here is an image on screen that depicts, to the best of my ability, what the overall map looked like. Map in total had 6 unique locations, and the only location that was explicitly shown to us was an area called Farm. From the one screenshot we've been given that shows the characters stood in the farm area, we can see that this is very heavily inspired by the farm from Transit. You have the left building, which looks very similar to the original. Then you have that middle house where you would find the mystery box location upstairs on the balcony. You can also see that the sky is, of course, that purple ethereal dark ether that will be present throughout the entire map. An overview of the map seems that we'll be starting in Area 1, which is on the far right of the map. Then Areas 2 and 3 were above and below each other, which both connected to Area 4, which is the main middle part of the map. Then we had Area 5 up to the top left and Area 6 to the bottom left. Whilst Farm was the only one visible to us, it seemed likely that one of the other areas was Diner. In another slide talking about progression in Black Ops 7, we could see a Diner themed calling card spotted, adding more credence to the fact that Diner is likely to be one of the other areas on this map. On top of just the 6 areas, there's also transition spaces, the roads in between each area, and those are going to have fog. But what's interesting about these is that they're going to be living outside the rules of round base. So when you're in these places, they're very deadly, and there's a pressure there where you don't want to be there for very long, and you're absolutely going to want to go through here because there's going to be secrets to discover along these roads, but they're not a place that you want to be for a very long time.
That's kind of cool, though.
Also is full of
I feel like
personality,
the portals get
and showcases different elements and time
boring.
periods as well.
Portals
With
seem
this all being
lazy.
transit
This seems like
inspired, you
a
of course would think of the
nice
bus, but the
twist
bus is
where
not
they don't have to use
returning
portals
because
to get
instead,
spot.
We will be driving a vehicle known as a wander vehicle. We got to see one screenshot of this, and it is not a bus by any means. It seems to be more like a big 4x4, but was very heavily Mad Max themed. Bonnet featured 3 abomination heads. It also had a mountable turret on the top of the roof, which was a Wonder Waffer DG2. Treyarch described that you're going to need the Wonder vehicle to navigate and get through this giant launch map. What really excited the Zombies team is bringing back the idea of needing to stick together as a team a bit more, and they think Transit did a great job of that. Where you have the bus, you all needed to make the decision initially on the map to go together on the bus in order to survive, and they want to bring more weight to that matter on the decision when you're playing through this map. So especially early on, you'll be able to unlock different ways to move around the map, but it's really important to use that vehicle, decide where you're going as a team, and move to the next destination. Because this map is so big, just like
You know what I wonder? I wonder, since Black Ops 6 operators are carrying over, I wonder if we'll get a like new character of Troy, or we'll just get like an old man character added, because like we're gonna end up with two Troys, right? Thoughts are something. Not horrible. Not horrible. I think there's a lot to like here. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be very grindable. Not multiplayer, but zombies, campaign. But I just hate... The biggest thing I hate is not that the wall jumping necessarily, but like in some of the clips they showed in that video that I think you're watching. Oh, you were watching. You can see like there's a lot of spaces on the maps that are specifically made where you can't cross an area without wall jumping. And I hate that. I hate that. Don't lay it out to where you have to use that movement.
Transit. Treyarch are also bringing another returning thing from Black Ops 2, which is
Other
the
than that,
concept of
I mean, it's
survival
fine.
maps.
I mean, the HUD looks very Black Ops 3, 4, you know. I think if the HUD was more basic and it didn't have the wall jumping, I feel like it seems Black Ops 2-ish, like the vibe, you know, the operators, the guns, the streaks. But the wall jumping, building specific spots on the map that you can't get across without wall jumping, and the HUD, it definitely gives Black Ops 3 vibes. Definitely. I think the jump from BO6 to 7 is like BO1 to 2. Oh yeah, it's a lot different. It's a lot different. This feels like it's going to be Black Ops 2.75. It's like a little more than halfway to Black Ops 3 from Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2.75. Swag's video, I watched Swag, and he was explaining the special abilities. And he was trying to say, like, it doesn't have it, that it's like you can upgrade perks and stuff, but there's 100% an invisibility thing in here. I guess that's just a standard field up. Like, I guess what he was trying to say, and he didn't say it well at all, is you don't have special abilities tied to special characters. You just have straight up special abilities that are field upgrades. Pretty much. Yeah. Which is weird. Like, I was wondering that because I was saying, when I started using Sprinter in Warzone, and I could have tac sprint all the time now, the game feels a lot smoother. Are we going to have the availability to infinitely tac sprint since they took it away and now you have a perk to get it back? The perk to get it back, does that just give you tac sprint sometimes now? And you've totally been nerfed from the availability to have it, like, nonstop? Like, I really don't know. BO8, bro. I don't know, man. These numbers are getting high. I think we need a reset on something different at some point.
Locations from the launch map and make them standalone maps. I recognize that one of the most successful parts of Black Ops 6 was Liberty Falls, with how accessible it is, where you have everything you need to survive, and that was really an inspiration for them to bring back survival maps.
But there is so much to grind.
Compliment to this very large, vast map. And what's cool is that they're able to take the features available in the standard maps that maybe take quite a while to access to, so you're easily able to play those areas in case you don't have the skill or time to get to those places.
Like,
in these survival maps, everything you need
take
to
tac sprint away, but you add wall jumping
with no main quest enabled. It is solely about surviving, and they're going to be releasing survival maps through the seasons as well to clear up any confusion.
I can't imagine. Okay, so this is a thing we won't know until we play, but also a big part is like how much will come to Warzone. Like, we've seen the clips from like 2 months ago of somebody like wall jumping or whatever on, you know, Verdansk. So like, I won't be as mad at that as like if we put on if we're like, you know, if we go to Avalon and Avalon's like that, where you can't traverse without that. Like, obviously, we're going to have to use it. We're going to have, like, if it's in the game and it comes to Warzone, we're going to have to learn to be the best wall jumpers there are, obviously. Zenko, appreciate the follow. Over on Kick. But, I mean, I don't want it to be in there, but if it's in there, I got to learn it. Honestly, if that's like the only thing we got going on, if I still have a perk that I can tac sprint, and the only thing that changes movement-wise is that I can now do like 2 fast wall jumps, I'm not like insanely mad at that. I'm not excited about it, but I'm not like, that's not a deal breaker. That's not a jetpack. And they said without dexterity, you won't be able to ADS and slide or ADS and wall jump. So, like, it's not something that I think people are going to use as, like, a super OP movement. Like, because I'm sure they'll put dexterity, like, we don't even have a perk called dexterity right now in Warzone. So, like, I don't know what they'll wrap that into, but I'm sure they'll make it, like, in a section where it's very hard to use that perk. It will probably do better content-wise, yeah. Because the people who watch Warzone content, I feel like, are the young bucks that, you know, BO3 was the first game they ever played. You know, they were 10 years old and now they're 20. Same, bro. Same. Not my cup of tea, but it's not terrible. It's not a game. What I saw today is not a game breaker. Yo, Zen Flame, what is up?
Map will be added to the game, and it's assumed that further DLC maps will also have their own survival maps as well. When it comes to carry forward for Black Ops 7 Zombies, it's confirmed that
Good PBS. Yeah, man.
Black Ops 7
Yeah,
on
dude,
day
tell me
one.
how the
So
Battlefield grind
current
goes, bro.
we have in the game
I'm sure it'll
will
be great.
available on day one. It sounds like all of the Black Ops 6 weapons will also be carrying forward, but that will be post-launch during Season 1. Another massive thing that Treyarch have confirmed for Black Ops 7 Zombies is that every
not me, bro.
Zombies map will be getting
I
a
was watching
fully
people play
CGI
Apex this
intro
morning,
cutscene.
seeing if it was like
Understand
something I
that
could get
people were
myself
very
into.
disappointed that Black Ops 6 didn't have a full year of CGI cutscenes like it should, but they said that yes, they 100%
Go at it,
are
bro.
going to have CGI cutscenes for the game, and that they will be expanding upon the mid and end game cutscenes that they offered in Black Ops 6.
Apex is crazy.
At Treyarch, we got to have a Q&A based on the presentation that we saw. Whilst Treyarch are keeping very tight-lipped on zombies beyond what we spoke about today, we did manage to get a few zombies questions out of them, one being the fundamental differences in gameplay between Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 zombies, and they said that there is some significant under-the-hood changes that they've made to Black Ops 7 zombies, but they just can't talk about it right now, and they emphasized that in early September, there is going to be a massive marketing window for zombies. We're going to be getting a ton of teasers and marketing that's going to give us a ton of build up and more.
BO7 is a category in the purple app now. Yeah, it's been since last night.
The name of the launch map, any potential new perks,
Like, as soon
new
as
gobble
Swag
guns,
went
big
live
fundamental
at
changes
5
to
o'clock
zombies, but at
yesterday,
least from what
he
we
was
got to
already
see
in the
of
Black
the
Ops
very
7
few
category.
seconds
I don't know
of
when they added it, but it
atmospheric
was
gameplay showing off
already
the
on there when his
GPU
stream started
particles and
yesterday.
vector fields. We're really able to play with the fog that we'll interact with, and they said they've leveled up with the volumetric fog, adding another layer of movement, ambient movement with light layers of noise, giving it gritty atmosphere and claustrophobic feeling to get you really immersed in the environment. They also wanted fluid simulation with the fog. They wanted to feel like you were interacting with it, and not only you, the players, but also the zombies interacting, the gameplay, the explosions, and they're just going to keep pushing and pushing. Get all of those details to look as good as physically possible. I'll touch upon this a lot more in a video going over everything revealed today, but there are some significant gameplay movement changes that will be across all modes where tac sprint is no longer in the game. There are also next level omni movement mechanics, such as being able to wall jump for traversal and engagement opportunities, and as far as I'm aware, this will also be the case in zombies. We'll also be able to mount weapons onto surfaces and move
wall jumping in
mounted,
zombies,
going
bro?
along the actual mounted surface from left to
What
right.
game?
That
I
is
mean, he's
absolutely
playing Black
everything
Ops
that we know
6,
so
but he's
far,
talking
solely
about
dedicated
what they
to
got
Black
to
Ops 7 zombies gameplay.
what
Let
they
me know
got
your
to
thoughts
talk
down
about
below in
and
the comment
play
section. If you wanna see
for
a full video going
Black Ops
over
7
full
when they got to play
campaign
last week.
and multiplayer details, as I got to see and play the multiplayer as well, then there will be a video on your screen right now that you can click through to watch that massive info dump. And to not miss any more exclusive videos like this, then just hit that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button.
Hi guys, Mr.
Hi guys, Mr. Ruffles. We're not gonna watch this. This thing's 30 minutes long. But hold on a second. We need a tweet. I like that interactive fog. I mean, I think these things are so cool. Interactive fog, footsteps in the snow. But, dude, that's just going to murder FPS. They're already bad enough with FPS. Like, if we switched over to a Warzone map, potentially, that the fog swirled around and your footsteps showed up when you ran in the snow and the dirt, like, it would cut our frames in half. Like, I mean, half. Like, that's the problem now. They put too much detail on things and just kill the FPS. Like, we don't need a wall to have 8,000 cracks in it. We can just make the wall a solid brown wall, and you can save, you know, the cracks for when stuff explodes. We already saw a fog map, Vondel. It sucked. That's true. That's true. Let's see. What are we watching here? Oh, you know what we want to watch? I want to watch J-God. That's what I want to see. I want to see what J-God has to say. All right, you played it early and it surprised you.
I played Black Ops 7 early and got a huge presentation breaking down all the different changes. I do highly recommend trying out the game before pre-ordering, but I'm going to go ahead and go through all the information we got, and there's tons of exciting stuff in there. The launches are usually pretty good, and then what happens after that is really always kind of the red flag because they really struggle to support content post-launch. So like the content that's coming with this launch is pretty interesting. So I'm going to be going through my notes because we got like an hour-and-a-half presentation covering campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. So we'll go ahead and start off with campaign. It says Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is set in 2035. It's gonna be the direct sequel to Black Ops 2, and we got to see the trailer. I'm sure as this video is going live, they're gonna be doing the Gamescom stuff, showing the trailer that we saw. It looked very Black Ops 2-esque. It's gonna be co-op up to 4 players, so you can play it in a solo, duo, trio, or quad. There's no matchmaking for that aspect of the game until you get into the end game, which we're going to talk about, and it'll scale. So like if you're doing it solo, you'll have a certain number of enemies. If you do it trios, you're going to have a certain number of enemies, so you can go ahead and do the campaign with your friends.
I like ashika.
Some people are like, oh, so what, it's just
I love ashika.
I mean, jump into multiplayer,
in comparison
I'm
to
trying to go for
Vondel.
Master Prestige. Yes, we're going to get to some of the benefits of campaign.
I would
which
love
are
to
pretty
try
significant this time
ashika
around. This
on
campaign is supposed to be the longest in
the movement
Call of
we
Duty
have now
history.
instead of
For
the slow
first time,
stuff
you're gonna be able to
we
share
had that
progress
year.
with the rest of the game. This will be
Yeah, it needed color,
leveling,
and it needed
XP,
not to
you're gonna have
be
weapons,
Warzone 2
the
year.
battle pass. The
That's what it
campaign
needed
will
for sure.
also debut its weapon mastery camo, which is going to be the first time for the franchise, along with various calling card challenges, kind of what we've seen in Black Ops 6, where each mode had the individual challenges, each mode had its individual camos. For multiplayer zombies and Warzone, there's also going to be a campaign based one because the campaign is going to be very lengthy. You're going to have tons of opportunity to be able to do this camo grind in that mode, as well as max out your levels. If you kind of want to just take it at your own pace, you'll have that opportunity. So huge extra content there. The campaign, the base campaign, it'll make a little more sense in a little bit. It's going to be traditional 11 missions, mostly just linear all around the globe, including some reality bending segments because there's the hallucination effects that we have with the Black Ops series, and that'll impact the story. After you complete all of those missions, you're going to get what's called the campaign endgame, and essentially all the missions leading up to there, you're kind of just getting used to the mechanics of the game. There's going to be tons of different things you're going to be able to experiment, but the end game, it's going to kind of open up. It's going to be an open world Avalon. Some reality bending segments because there's the hallucination effects that we have with the Black Ops series, and that'll impact the story.
11 missions
After you
estimated
complete
length,
all of those
5 to 8
missions,
hours.
you're going to experiment, but the end game, it's going to kind of open up.
He said end game length. Hold on. End game length should be around the same as 11 missions or more depending on skill pace. What? The end game thing is going to be 5 to 8 hours long. End game length should be around the same as 11 missions or more.
of the game. There's going to be tons of different things you're going to be able to experiment, but the end game, it's going to kind of open up. It's going to be an open world Avalon map. You're going to have wingsuit deployment, so you can choose where you're going to go. There's going to be dynamic story beats, cutscenes, so it's not like just, oh, here, go do this. It's going to be actually progression of the narrative, and you can do this solos, again, duos, trios, or in quad, and there will be matchmaking for this. And since the map is so big, so it won't feel so empty, there can be up to 32 other players on the map, essentially trying to pursue different objectives in a PvE environment. And you might make some connections to MWZ or even DMZ, but this is not really like that. There's going to be a lot of differences that make it distinctly different. Unlike MWZ, it's not an extraction mode. There's no inventory management. Gonna offer some unique punishing twists on the campaign formula where end-game progress is lost if you die. So whatever progress is going to be like a leveling component where you're going to be able to spec into some different stats so you can have a little bit more benefits as you go. We didn't get a ton into details on how that part's going to work because I don't think they want to spoil everything, but it's going to have that opportunity.
So do you have to do this thing to complete the campaign?
And just like MWZ,
it just sounds so different and separated.
Tiered essentially system over Avalon so that you could progress to more difficult areas of the map. And another first for the franchise is that this end game campaign will also receive.
And do they really think that forever, like there's always going to be 32 players on, like in your region to be available to connect to for this? Like how long is the queue to get in these games if you're playing this game in 3 years?
Updates in terms of
hypothetically,
content.
if you want to go
Season
replay
1,
the campaign, what's the plan? Is it bots?
So forth, with actual more story
like,
beats, cutscenes.
It's kind of what they're saying that they don't want to do is
that
bots.
Actually progress that narrative.
It's the way
and
campaign normally is.
It's
It's all bots.
Interesting to see how that progresses because, like I mentioned earlier, one of the things that a lot of the studios struggle with is that supporting content post-launch, and this helps to support one aspect, but we'll get into some of the others. Either way, anything's going to be better than MW3's campaign, which was like 2 hours, but I think this will kind of redefine what people think for Call of Duty story mode and what it has to offer, because it's definitely a little bit different. Interesting. I don't know if it'll do well or not, or if people will like it, but it is more content than they've ever had in campaign. With that, we'll go ahead and transition into multiplayer, which I think is where a lot of people have their main interest. Obviously, there's a zombies component in Warzone as well. Just like the campaign, the multiplayer for BO7 is going to be set in 2035. So that's going to impact the way the maps are designed, the movement, the weapons. Launching with 18 multiplayer maps, including 3 BO2 remastered classics. So you're going to get Raid, Express, and Hijack. And I believe it's 16 of these maps will be 6v6, and then 2 of them will be for their new mode, which is 20v20. It's similar like a ground war. Multiple new and returning modes. This, like I said, the other one that's ground war is kind of a variation of ground war. It's not actually ground war, including in one of the other modes is coming back, including a competitive COD favorite, which is Uplink. I was a fan of this in World War II. They had a thing called Gridiron. I liked it because it counted requisitions, the score systems, but I don't know how BO7 will handle this, right? However it is, hopefully people like it because without that jetpack movement, Uplink will play a little different for competitive. There'll be 30 weapons at launch. 16 of them are completely new to the franchise, and some of the returning favorites like the Peacekeeper or the M8A1 are going to return, but it's not going to be a one-to-one copy because BO2 takes place in 2025. This is going to be a 10-year progress, so there's going to be some enhancement improvements to the models, the way they look, and even though it's a returning weapon, it'll feel similar or familiar but new at the same time. Classic Prestige returns after success in BO6, along with shared progress across all modes, including the campaign for leveling XP, like I said, weapons, battle pass, and more. The camo grind that has become a standard returns. You're going to have 4 mastery camos per mode, so that's total of 16, including these. Obviously, we've kind of assumed at this point we're getting those, but obviously now we have it also for the campaign. But to add even more for the grinders, there's a weapon prestige now returning.
Dude, how much?
With multiple rewards. Normally,
that is like actually, that is legit.
While, you just
actually huge.
But now you can choose to
prestige. Why can't I pause this? That's like definitely a big content thing now. Like, this was already looking like more content, but now you're talking about campaign. Like, how much campaign are you going to have to grind to do the campaign camos? Number one. Number two, like, you know, that's going to be new content. People are going to be like, I found the fastest mission you can replay to grind camos for campaign in Black Ops 7. Like, that is definitely a big content thing. A brand new camo grind for campaign.
Reset the gun back to level 1, but in the process of prestiging, you're going to get access and rewarded with the camo that's specific for prestiging, and then you get an attachment, which they didn't really go into a ton of detail, but it sounded like this would work very much like an aftermarket part and modify how the weapon works and functions. So there might be some standouts where it's definitely worth prestiging at least the first time to get access to this quote-unquote aftermarket part attachment. That's not necessarily what they called it, but that was the vibe that they gave off. You're gonna max that out, and then you're gonna prestige a second time. You'll be awarded a camo. You'll be reset to level 1, and then you'll get the opportunity to grind for weapon master prestige, where you can cap the weapon out at 250. So if you really have a
level 1 to 55, so prestige 1, get the camo attachment. Level 1 to 55 on a prestige 1, level 2, get a camo. Level 1 to 250 to reach weapon master prestige,
a certain
get a camo.
weapon that you know life and that's all you use because that's the meta, or whatever, you just enjoy a specific weapon. For me, I like a peacekeeper a lot. I envision I'm gonna have a lot of playtime on the peacekeeper. Hopefully it's good. But yeah, you'll go ahead and max it out, and then you're going to be rewarded with some other accolades and camos and stuff like that for hitting a weapon level 250. And this can be done on all the various weapons, so a ton of grind factor. And keep it in mind, this is for specifically individuals that just want to grind. If that's not for you, that's okay. It doesn't have to be, right? Like, it's for somebody. And you know, if you're feeling like there's still not enough to do, weekly challenges similar to what we had in MW2 for content are going to also make their return, and they've also like bolstered it up. They said where now you're going to be guaranteed 2 different camos per one of these events with the season, whereas before we kind of went through halfway. It was kind of like a checkpoint, and then you finish the other half, you get the camo for the 8 weeks or whatever the case is. So now you're going to get guaranteed 2 camos as part of that, and that'll be in addition to whatever other events that are running that COD has been doing on the regular basis, where they last a week or 2 separate from these weekly things. So it's just more content, more stuff to grind on top of all the other various challenges, calling cards, emblems, and all the other stuff that you could really kind of grind through. And that's mostly just the progression stuff, but then we get into the new mechanics and perks. BO7 is going to introduce some new mechanics, returning mechanics. Building off omni movement, players will now have access to wall jumps across the entire game for traversal and engagements. After using it, it functions very different than what we had in jetpack CODs. I'll say that. One of the big differences was, like, if you've ever actually played any of the jetpack CODs, you would just jump into the wall and it would like have like a magnetic effect and you would run across the wall. If you try that in BO7, you're just going to jump across the wall and you'll just fall down to your death. You have to actually do the interaction with the jump to actually make the mechanic work. So if you just jump, you'll just slide down, which I guess if you're falling on a high wall, I guess you could do this, and then at whatever point you decide to jump, you'll do your bounce off that wall. They are toying with some different things to see how many times you can bounce and chain jumps and stuff like that. It was pretty limited in the build that we played. I think that's where they kind of want to start it. They didn't want to go overdo it. And they're kind of balancing that out, and they'll make a lot of changes around that with the beta so that it doesn't get out of hand or that it's just not used because it's not useful. And then all the maps are going to be designed with some elements where these will be able to be functioned into the gameplay, which I think is a lot of fun.
Switching screens real quick.
Outplay mechanics are
Just
great.
gonna move stuff to the other screen so I can edit this while this is going on.
A perk or whatever like that, but we'll get into that. They're also added the ability to move while mounted, which isn't really a new mechanic to COD. Vanguard had this, but it's new to Treyarch COD. They basically explained it that we thought about it, and after time we're like, well, we get all this omni movement we're talking about, we might as well just be able to strafe while mounting. I'm not a fan of the mechanic, but I wasn't a fan of it in Vanguard. I'm not a fan of mounting in general, but there is the mechanic. One huge change and return of the classic COD sprinting. Removing tactical sprint by default with the option for players to add it back within the created class as a perk. So it kind of works the opposite of BO6 with the slipstream, where you have, it by default, that attack sprint, but then you use a perk to remove it. It seems like they've gone the opposite way around. And now, like, you'll do it that way. For me, I don't think or envision a lot of people will be using and bringing tactical sprint back to sacrifice a perk. Not a lot of value, especially when we have some crazy good perks and some other systems that we're going to talk about. Lots of new perks for faster overall movement, health recovery, sprint to fire, reload, so on. Things like gung-ho, so you can fire while sprinting, could be pretty insane, especially if you get a good tight hip fire spread or something like that. But also the ability to add things like loopable streaks with a perk called Looper. And this is something you'll have to sacrifice in your loadout if you want to be able to loop streaks. If you're unfamiliar with this, essentially, if you had a counter UAV, a UAV, and an advanced UAV, and then as soon as you got that advanced UAV, you could start actually earning again towards that next UAV without a death. So essentially, that's what the streak system would work. Cold War had kind of a similar system, but they had the cool-off period, and a lot of the older CODs, you were able to loop tons of streaks, where that was kind of like the pub stompy feel. But this one, they're making it so you have to have a trade-off where maybe you're going to use perk greed to run the extra perk. Same thing with the tactical sprint. And you're going to have to make some judgment calls on what you value in your loadout. And if you're really not going on streaks regularly and you die often because you're playing aggressive, or it's an OBJ mode, we're going to be jumping on the hill regularly and not really getting to that higher streak, Looper might not necessarily be as valuable for you. So it's going to really kind of depend on that, you know, and this one's going to really surprise you probably. And if you really love to equip a ton of perk, you're going to have the option to equip them all. Specialist Wildcard is being added to a Treyarch game. And this will work essentially like the OG MW3, which was a huge fan favorite option to be able to run Specialist, where you select your 3 base version of the perks, and then you get 3 additional perks as part of a streak, whether it's 2, 5, whatever. It's a score-based thing. And then as soon as you hit a certain score threshold, you get all of them. All like, I don't know, it's 20-something perks, or probably more than that now. I didn't get to actually count them when we were playing, and they didn't say a specific number, but it's a lot of them. You're going to be able to get all those, and you're going to feel unstoppable, like the Super Soldier Specialist package that you know, used to remember. If you're an OG like that, you're going to have that, and it's elite. And another system they also expanded on was the combat specialties. So previously, you had to equip 3 of the same perk color to receive a bonus. So it was 3 reds, you got a bonus, 3 blues, 3 greens. You got specific bonuses. That'll still be available for anyone who wants to spec 100% into that. But now there will also be 3 additional combat specialties by mixing and matching any 2 of the colors. So if you do 2 blues and a red, or 1 blue and 2 reds, you're going to get a combat specialty that is the same because you're mixing blue and red. If you mix blue, red, and green, you're not going to get anything, but any combination of the other ones, so they essentially added 3 more, blue, red, red, green, and green, blue. So you got all 3 of those options there, and that'll give you a little bit more flexibility if you felt like you were kind of being pigeonholed into forcing you to, not necessarily forcing you, but encouraging you
Dylan,
to
what is
run
up?
all the same perk. Now you have a little bit more flexibility in the perks that you want to use, can actually contribute to getting an additional bonus, which aren't nearly as strong as choosing all the same perk, but still there nonetheless. Create a class. This is probably one of the most important parts when it comes to Call of Duty. I know I've said a bunch of cool stuff already, but if you're coming from BO6, it's going to be very familiar. A lot of the stuff carries over that we've already kind of seen, not in terms of, I'm not saying
How are you?
The guns are carrying over any of that stuff. I'm just talking about how the overall create a class system works. But they've made some changes to a little bit of the gunsmith. And there's a
Dead
new
Ops
thing,
Arcade
changes
4
a little
coming
bit of the
in Black Ops
system
7.
for tacticals, lethals, streaks, field upgrades, which we'll get into. But for starters, you're gonna get your primary weapon, your secondary weapon, you're gonna get your dedicated melee. That's still the same. Primary weapon attachments will still be 5. Unfortunately, they didn't go the route that I've always kind of asked for, where you get a free optic, so you make it up to 6, and then you'll get the option to go with 8 with the wild card. One significant change in this created class area, though, is they've kind of dialed it back on how restrictive BO6 was. This is one of the things that led to a lot of staleness in created class, and how they did this is now you'll be able to equip like a fully maxed out mobility build or a low recoil build, because right now in BO6 it's like, well, if you want less recoil, you can only use this attachment.
Yeah,
there's
he's.
If you want
Jay
better
got
bullet
to
velocity,
play it
it's
last
only
week
this
in
attachment, this attachment. I know that's a bad
early
example of
play.
bullet velocity.
He's talking about the things that are
you
different.
were very limited on what attachments, so there was almost like an auto pick system with it. It kind of was very restrictive, even though they gave you a ton of options. Now you'll be able to go, I want full mobility. All right, I'm going to put on the barrel that does full mobility. I'm going to do, so it's going to be a little bit more akin to MW 2019, but without a lot of the cons that MW 2019 had on their attachments. It's going to be a little bit more dialed in, so you can just really have the diversity of the builds. And an absolute game changer that they added this year is the feature that we've wanted kind of for years, and that is going to be build sharing. And this is great for a lot of different reasons, but essentially every combination of attachments in the game for every weapon has a unique code. When you put together the build, whether it's 5 attachment or 8 attachments, it's going to spit out a build number. You'll be able to share this with your friends. I know on my spreadsheet this is going to be great. I'm just going to have the TTK, and then I'm going to have a column 5 attachment, 8 attachment. It's just going to have a unique code with the build. So all you do is just plug that code in, and maybe hopefully they'll have some functionality in that. We didn't get to actually try this out in the build that we played, but hopefully they put like minimum level required or some other details to make it really functional, so that people know what they're getting into, if it's a low level build or a higher level build or maxed out level build. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun, just streamlining the process and making loadouts easier to just swap and copy and trade and make it easy for friends, and then also for my content. So on top of all these changes, which are all great so far, they've added some additional depth with the creative class with this thing called overclocks. And essentially it's a way to buff your tacticals, your lethals, your field upgrades, and even your score streaks. And pretty much how it works is, if you've seen the trailer, you've seen when the guy goes into active camo. That is a field upgrade. I know there was a lot of leaks out there saying specialists are returning, when it was reality just specialist perks, and not necessarily the specialist like abilities that we've seen in Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4 or IW. That's not returning. The individual specialist system, that's not returning. There'll still be things like grapple hook and that we saw in campaign, but I don't know if that'll make it a multiplayer. They weren't 100% clear. But either way, the overclock system essentially allows you to use it, and as you use it, you're going to be able to unlock 2 different upgrades, and at that point you can go ahead and choose to go with one or the other, not both. Both will be positives, and they'll actually make whatever gear you're using better. So in the example with the active camo, how it works normally is it charges, you activate it, you shoot a bullet, you come out of active camo, that's the end of it. It lasts for a certain amount of time if you don't fire a bullet. With the overclocks, you'll get the opportunity to either make the effect last longer, so you can stay in there for longer without firing a bullet. Maybe if you're going on a long route for a flank, that could be advantageous. So you go ahead and kind of sneak all the way around, nobody sees you, and then you get like a nice little 3-piece flanking the enemy. Could be really interesting with S&D maybe, or some of the other modes. There's tons of utility with that. But the other option, which I felt was a little bit more powerful, is that you can actually fire a bullet, and then after a certain amount of time of not firing a bullet, you go back into active camo. But the whole time its timer is ticking down. So you kind of can balance that out, and you could pick or choose that. Same thing with something like a stim shot.
So
the base one is designed to just heal you, but maybe one of the upgrades is going to make it so that you can actually have faster
I wonder how many of these there are, like that have the power of like the invisibility thing. I mean, they're all just field upgrades,
last longer,
that you can pick.
You can make it do this or that. There's tons of utility with this to kind of make a little bit more depth to the creative class without overcomplicating it. There's no drawbacks, there's no downsides. It's not like AW or IW where if you took modifications to streaks, now their cost is more or something like that. That's not happening. You basically, if it costs 500 in the score streak, you can increase the duration, it's still going to cost 500. And I think this one's going to add a little bit of simplistic complexity, I guess, but I would just basically relate to it as depth. At the end of the day, there might be some meta strats like, hey, I want to go this way because this is going to be more conducive to my play style. So tons of options for whatever you want to play. So that's kind of the multiplayer aspect of the game. I think there's a ton of cool stuff in there that already tacks onto the campaign. And then we also have zombies. And zombies, they kind of went a little bit into detail. They didn't give everything though. Unfortunately, zombies is kind of one of those secretive type of topics. But coming from BO6, BO7 zombies will feel very familiar. Nearly all the systems are pretty much carried over. So perks, rarity, field upgrades, ammo mods, loadouts, and because of carry forward, gobblegums. All the gobblegums in your inventory, those will still be usable, and they're going to add more additional gobblegums, and they're going to do other content related to the game. They're going to add some more ammo mods and perks and stuff like that. But everything that we currently have essentially now in BO6, all the perks, field upgrades, all that look like it carried over based off their, maybe there's a couple one-offs, but in general, that's how it felt. With the exception of maybe augments, I think they're going to implement a new system, but they didn't want to share it with us. So I don't know, maybe we end up with augments again, but as of right now, that's pretty much what carried over. for that. It will launch with the largest round-based map in the franchise history. It'll be similar to the concept of the BO2 Transit. If you guys have played that, basically you start at one POI, you jump on a bus, it takes you to another POI, jump on the bus, gets to another POI. Very similar to that, but literally none of the map, none of the traversal, none of the POIs are transit. None of the bus isn't on there. It's nothing like that. You're going to have 6 original distinct POIs that are going to feel definitely different from each other, scattered around this huge map with 7 traversal lanes to essentially connect you from one POI to another. There's like an X kind of in the middle, so you can get the option to kind of like from the middle. If you're in one location, you could technically go to 3 different locations, I guess, and it gives you the option there. It'll have a full main Easter egg along with a bunch of side stuff that we've kind of become accustomed to. It's going to have a full intro cinematic in every map. They said basically for BO7 we'll have that intro cinematic. The crew is going to be the 8 characters that we saw at the end of BO6. So the old crew and then the current crew that we've been dealing with BO6, they're all going to make it in this game with different voice lines and different dynamics and story and whatever. That's all tied in there.
Okay. All right, Jacob, we appreciate that. It was good information. Now, when did this come out? 3 minutes ago. Okay, we got a blog post. W blog post. So will they say any more in here than they've already said to us is the real question. Full debrief campaign. Not reading through all this about the campaign. We'll play the campaign. Got some bios on our players. You know, let's just go ahead and save that. We know we'll be using that for some type of thumbnail, or maybe just a background on our computer. Go ahead and save that. This is all the stuff they've said. Overclocking. I mean, they've gone in depth on all this. Is there anything we're gonna see? Why do they want us to enter this? Including the removal of tactical sprint, a limited time duration boost of speed, allowing faster movement and standard sprint as a default movement option. Instead, flexibility will be granted through an optional perk. I don't know. I mean, I assume that's something people are going to run. Like, there was a perk like that, MW3 perk, that had to do with, like, your sprint that everybody ran. Like, it wasn't even a question. Looks very raid. Very raid. Even though it's Japanese theme, still very raid. Dude. W Dead Ops, bro. Dead Ops is hard, man. That angle is hard. Dude, I made it a long way in Dead Ops 3, and it is very hard. These guns look good. They look good. I wish they would look this good when they're in-game with the graphics. I can't imagine they will. I wonder at what point we will get pictures of camos. I wonder if we gotta wait all the way to COD next. Because they'll do a big blog on that day, obviously. I can't believe we haven't dropped any frames yet. I am uploading a pretty large file. Kind of shocked. Probably you think we'll have to wait? I hope not. Let me see if there's any more videos I want to watch, and if not, just run to the bathroom and play Warzone, I guess. I don't think anybody's going to say any more than we've heard. Man, COD's about to get shadow banned. I mean, they are posting so much, it's wild. Oh, there it is. Pre-purchase now. We have an update to BattleNet. I don't know if I'll have to log back in. I do think the Black Ops 6 camos were the COD next day is when they put the blog out that had all that stuff in it. So we got to wait like another 5 weeks. 6 weeks, 6 weeks. I'm going to watch this video on this other screen real quick. You're going to hear my voice possibly. I edited a video while we were watching Jay God's video. We have a update requires restart.
Raul Menendez ignited global unrest on an unprecedented scale.
Raul Menendez in 2035.
And security to the world.
10 years. What the heck does that say in my chat about that emote? I'm so confused. Oh. The multi-chat, like, did not understand that emote for some reason. A month and a half. Yep. We'll get more info before that. We'll get the zombies, like a big zombies blog, I'm sure. After BO2.
To let me go. Stop looking backwards, David.
To the world.
10 years after BO2.
To let me go. Stop looking backwards, David. What matters is what we do next. A lot of people counting on us for answers.
Ooh, it's right here. Pre-order now. They're locked in. Uh-oh. You know, if they have more of that stuff where it's like, you know, trippy and zombie type stuff, like that was in the campaign last year, I like that. It was like the best campaign mission, that like zombie one. Okay. Master of Puppets. Okay, grapple hook. There's some jumping off of walls. Avalon, here we go. Over a year after we've seen it for the first time, coming into the game. I wonder if there ever was actually plans to use it in any way last year, and they just were like, nah, we're going to hold it all out. Wingsuits, I mean, it's just for the campaign. Campaign, you do a lot of stuff, hanging out of helicopters, all kind of wild stuff. And then, what is this, bro? This was in that clip from yesterday.
Pre-order now.
There it is. Black Ops 7 available for pre-order. Oh, we got more. Oh, this looks like some multiplayer moves right here. Low kill streaks. Oh, there's zombies. Oh, we're gonna have to analyze this. Little Nuketown action we saw there with snow. I saw the bus with snow.
How about that?
Oh, this looks like some multiplayer moves right here. Low kill streaks. Oh, there's zombies. Oh, we're gonna have to analyze this. Oh, we're gonna have to analyze. Let's analyze it actually now that we're here. This is 100% Nuketown in the snow with zombies. Okay. I saw that correctly the first time. I thought so. Analyze this. Little Nuketown action we saw there with snow. I saw the bus with snow. Flame, what is up again? Let's go.
As well, and it looks like we also have an official date. Call of Duty Black Ops
November
7
14th.
releases on November 14th.
Hey, I knew before he did. Let's go.
And Natalie Pohorsky from Raven to open.
If you like the video, like and subscribe. What a beautiful video. I'm such a pro. I'm going to the bathroom, get a drink. Be right back. I made it back. I'm back. Let's put some video elements on our thing here. Type. Oh, no, it's not gonna work. Yeah, perfect. Oh, this is a problem. Can't do this. You know what I might do? What I might do? I want to see. What do we got free? Double XP that's going to carry over? Of course. All right, I want to see if I did camos on any of the marksman rifles. I don't think it did. Why is this called GPR meta? How did we mess that up? Man, we didn't do anything with SWAT. What about the other ones? I don't think we did. Nope, we skipped them. Okay, we're not doing that. That's for sure. I think I'm just gonna try and get Abyss on the ABR. I think that's the plan. What is this build, bro? Where's my build? We literally used this gun for 2 days. We had a full build that we used. Like, we used it in ranked. We don't need to. Alright, we need... Oh, we got a whole tab for Black Ops 7 now? No, we still need 47 kills.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment.
There is a challenge going right now as Reznov. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean?
All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment for the Warzone has been authorized.
Incoming lethal!
Incoming lethal. But I don't have Reznov, so what you mean as Reznov? What happens? What you get 20 eliminations as Reznov, and what happens?
Resurgence. Survive the timer to secure redeployment. Earn points to speed up the countdown.
I'll have to look this up in a minute. You can equip him in the event menu.
Enemy soldier incoming.
I just opened 3 boxes. Yeah, I think it's only if you pre-order. Yeah, I was gonna check. I figured that would probably be the case no matter what. Did not pre-order yet, so. But I will check to see.
Enemy UAV is online.
Switching max.
Target down.
He's got a stack. We're good to go. Now we're good. Let's go. Now we can get our gun and get our elims up.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
It's kind of like the wood skin from last year. Oh, like the numbers one? Apparently, I didn't recognize it, but apparently somewhere in those like trailers and stuff we saw today, apparently there was a tombstone for woods, which makes sense because there's no way we were going to be watching this like 20 years or 40 years after the last game. No, 50 years, right? 85 to 2035, 50 years. Yeah, like, yeah, the only one that's alive is Troy, like we saw in the trailer. There's no way anybody else is still alive.
Enemy dropping into the act.
Changing max.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
He was alive. Well, I mean, yeah, I get that, like 80, because it would be 40 years after Black Ops 6, but this is another 10 years, bro. Homie would be 90 plus. Like, I just don't think there's any way. So yeah, it makes sense that he's dead, but also everybody else got to pretty much be dead too. Oh.
Switching max.
Remaining operators from that
Man, I could have done Abyss so fast if they would have had casuals when I did Abyss. It's like I did this all in Plunder against real players. This is literally just free. It's literally only just takes time now. Like there's no skill involved.
Silly you. Thought you could get away. Daily authorizing UAV mission.
UAV. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
I didn't get Abyss till April when they added big map casuals.
Thanks for the work.
For that.
UAV overflight terminated.
Ah, so it's Game Pass. Oh, y'all get like fancy extra stuff for Game Pass? Is that what you're saying? Like a exclusive? Hey, I don't appreciate that, my guy.
Marking the rest.
15 kill. Reloading.
Remain. You're almost done it. Still confirmed. You've located the rest of them. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad.
Semtex primed.
Target down. Marking the rest of them. Hostile UAV in the area.
Is there a point in getting the Vault Edition? Not too much in my opinion. I'm not really a fan of any of the operators that I have seen promoted, like, in any of that stuff. But I am a fan of those, like the basic looking operators for next year. They look fantastic, bro. That game would go so hard, honestly, if those are like the bot operators.
Enemy UAV is online.
That's like the base skin. That'd be crazy.
20 enemies.
Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. We've got 10 squads active in the field.
TACOM. Requesting recon overhead. Changing map.
Enemy destroyed. Use your TAC map to hunt down the rest of them. Mark remaining operators from
What?
that
I'm trying to
squad.
reload.
Hunt them down.
Priority tasking request received. UAV AO.
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, last year, you know, everybody used that big fat purple jackal blueprint for like the beta and like the first couple days the game was out. But other than that, like, I couldn't even tell you what the other like pre-order guns were last year. Like, after like a month, nothing about the early stuff, the beta rewards, pre-order bonuses, like none of that matters pretty much after you're about a month into the game. Dang it.
Buy sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
Back on.
You're getting another chance. Weapons free.
We got 24 kills, and I think all of them are with the ABR. We needed 47 to get to 100. I hear footsteps really close, yeah. How do all these people... Oh, this is quads. Like, why does everybody go down? Like, they don't all have selves, do they? No, they don't. They have teammates. Those were... I think those were real people. Stacking very hard.
Get ready. You're redeploying. Gas is moving.
Come on. Just let me get another loadout. Need my gun.
Fire sale's over. adjusting price.
It wouldn't even offer me a loadout while the fire sale was going on for some reason.
Contact drop headed your way. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV.
MK, are you trying to do that Tomb Easter egg sometime this week?
Changing max.
Deactivated. This is the air game. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Supply crates have been restocked. Load up. Precision airstrike ready for tasking.
How did I not see him the first time?
Enemy advanced UAV overhead. You've got gas moving in. Your squad's in the top 5.
Well, GG.
You are 1 of 10 remaining. Not bad. The enemy took that. You're in the top 3. Don't let up now. Reloading.
That's crazy. We're going to have all 4 years. 2 Black Ops, 2 Modern Warfares. 4 years of guns in Warzone. It'd be the first time we ever had 4 years of stuff in there.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Check your gear and weapons. We'll be deployed. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
Check that out. Oh, I forgot we still got this open, bro. Dang, I had like a million tabs open. On my gaming PC too, it's crazy.
Resurgence. Survive the countdown to earn redeployment. Secure kills to speed up the time. Enemy soldiers incoming.
Changing mags.
Located the rest of them.
That was a crazy punch for no reason. Bro, I've opened like 6 crates and have no money. Are we serious right now? I think I'm nerfed on money.
Switching max.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Reloading.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tag.
Should have picked another LC.
Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
Where are the rest of them? You're not getting away that easy, bud.
Kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting.
Let's go get some of this action. There's a whole bunch right here.
Switching max.
Kill confirmed. We've located the rest.
Airborne threat eliminated.
Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Get me eyes in the sky.
Good kill.
Yes,
Marking
10
the
down.
rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting.
Dang, that bot slid instantly as soon as I shot.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
TACOM, we're flying on fuse. UAV returning to tank.
I think this might be a real team back here.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Enemy soldier incoming.
Thanks. Those shoots make great targets. Switching max.
Good kill. Marking the squad on your tac map. Get hunting. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Hunt them down.
Somebody's in the water over there somewhere.
Watch the skies. Marking the rest of them. Kill confirmed. We've located the rest of them.
There's somebody over there. I need more people to fly this way, so I don't have to go chase them.
Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Changing
Good
max.
kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting. Target down.
20 by.
Marking the rest
I
of
feel
them.
their pain.
Gas is closing in.
Switching max.
Where's their teammate? guy can bleed forever. It's crazy.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Absolutely crazy. Yo. I missed some things there. You won Resurgence Squad with 31. W. Chris. And Void Yacht. Appreciate the follow. 30 kills. You're a sweat, bro. Bro, my multi-chat's not working. I just realized that.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Like, why did I hear that and not see that on my other screen?
Enemy UAV is online. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac
Open
map
that back
to
up,
understand
see
the
if
rest of
it'll reconnect. Was that 100? Was that what that pop-out was? I wasn't even looking. I assume that was got to be the pop-up for 100. So we cannot get
Buy station prices are adjusted. Mark
yeah,
remaining
Caster Labs
operators from
signed
that
out.
squad. Hunt them down.
Oh man. Oh man.
Target area marked. Cleared hot.
Blue Tiger. Okay. W.
Get ready. Resurgence window is about to close.
Okay. Multi-chat is fixed. W. So I don't need. I'm not staying in this mode because we can't get most wanteds in here. I guess we'll go to plunder, but you can't get most wanteds till like 8 minutes in, even if it's on plunder, right? We'll find out. Shortly after sprinting, 3 kills in a single match. Oh, this. We don't have to worry about the most wanted until we get this. Dang it. I could have finished that match and got all those done. Played myself. Played myself, bro. Played myself.
Use this time for some target practice. The real thing's coming soon. All stations, green light. We're deploying to the war zone. Enemy soldier incoming.
All right.
Resurgence. Stay alive.
Let's do this again. You know what? We can get a loadout really fast this way. Really fast. Looks like we got some people coming though, from the sound of it.
Precision airstrike standing by. Enemy dropping into the AO. in the area. Enemy UAV overhead.
Some really wild shots coming over here. We got our loadout. Oh, let's buy a UAV.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
UAV available for tasking.
Daily authorizing UAV mission.
These guys are in the water?
Marking the rest of them.
Changing
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Confirmed. We've located the rest of them.
Mission timeline expired. UAV exited the AO.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
Alright, that's shortly after sprinting. We need the 3 kills 5 times, which means we can just get 15 in a row, and that'll be 3 kills 5 times.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. That squad on your tac map. Get hunting. Enemy dropping.
Airborne threat eliminated.
Airborne threat eliminated.
Contract failed. You'll have to be faster than that, soldier.
Changing max. Hostiles have a soft pack resupply. Last mag.
Last mag.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Target down.
Enemy blast trap.
Diablo, ¿con qué carajo?
This is a lot harder when they're just coming at me like this. You stay up there. That's fine.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Identified enemy blast trap.
No! He was behind the bed. That's funny.
You're redeploying.
Wow, so disappointing.
Incoming shots.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky. attack map. Confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Down to 10. Win this thing. Got gas moving in. Remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Enemy UAV is online. Enemy UAV overhead.
Lleno de odio. Se me metieron atrás, yo los voy a ellos pillar, se los voy a dar para que vean que con nosotros no podrán. Está arriba campeando, mira, me dieron
No, en la calpira. Gonna back up, get some plates here.
Give me eyes in the sky.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Switching back.
There's an airstrike available.
Setting mine.
Priority tasking request.
No. No. We still got money? No. No. Dang it, man.
Get after it.
We are not getting the kills we need. We needed 15 in a row. I think we only got about 6 or 8 that first time before we ran into that whole squad that we were taking forever to finish because we have a burst fire gun and 4 guys close range that we're fighting. I didn't realize I had my gun out. I thought when I finished plating, I was about to pull out my, or I didn't realize I had my knife out. I thought I was about to pull that out and have my gun. I thought that was an easy win. I thought it was an easy win. And we didn't even get to shoot because we didn't have a gun in our hand. Alright, we just need 1 3-kill streak. And then we need the most wanted, so we just go to plunder. We can do that in plunder. Just get the clock started. For our camo. What I did not look at.
We're headed to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by. Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
Rally on marked ports.
Yo, Ressa, appreciate it. Hi, how are you?
Secure as much cash as you can. You are green to get
Elsie marked. Get ready to jump.
Oh, we're just gonna kill the AFKs to get these 3 in a row. And then we just gotta do nothing for like 8 minutes until most one is dropped. There's really nothing to do. Yeah, it's on PC. PC.
Changing mags. On my final mag. Thanks. Those shoots make great targets.
That was 2.
Switching mags.
COD Mobile? W. I've played COD Mobile a couple times. I have trouble. I'm not used to the controls. Where'd this guy go, bro? Homie's running around the edge of the map. He's gone. I need to find one more before the most wanteds come in. Hey, that'll do it for us too. Monster kitty. All right. W. I forgot the prices are different in this mode. I got so confused right there for a second. We are out in the middle of nowhere. All right, we got 4 or 5 more minutes till most one is dropped. Hey, there's our guy. That's the guy we need. Did he see me? Is that why he went up there? And he's using the heady? Oh, pull your knife out. Done that so much in the last day. Sounds like multiple. All right, we got the 3. there's our, yeah, there's that camo. Now we need the most wanted to spawn.
Should have picked another LZ.
Enemy advanced UAV is active.
Changing mags.
What kind of, what's dropping right now? I don't even know. Oh, they both dropped over there? What you gonna do, guys? This one guy's close. I think he's underneath of us. This is the new burst rifle they put in the game. The ABR A1. It's like the newest gun on Warzone, like in Black Ops 6 right now. I did not mean to fall. I don't need to fight these guys. I need a most wanted to spawn. They made getting camos way harder in Warzone with this most wanted thing not coming in till like into the first circle.
Reloading.
I don't know, like I haven't done a camo in this game mode in a long time. Like I don't know when. Last time they did it, all the most wanted spawned at the beginning, but now they changed the most wanted times. I don't know what is the exact time on this map when it spawns. Like I'm low-key kind of interested. Like, is it like an event pop-up? Like, you know, kind of when they drop the cash? Buy UAV anyway, so we're prepared. Enemy at 50%, bro. The game's gonna end before the most wanted spawn. What are y'all doing?
Marking contract.
Just in case, we're gonna try the bounty thing because I know one of the challenges they changed it where bounties work too. Since they changed the times and messed everything up on like the camo grind. But if I'm thinking right, I think in 38 seconds they should spawn. If my math is correct.
advanced UAV overhead.
I'll drive.
Execute contracts to earn payment.
Give up. We're gonna take this. We're gonna go get the bounty.
I'll drive.
Eliminate all bounty targets.
Then we're gonna leave the game and see if that works. I really thought that sign was gonna fall over when I hit it.
Daily authorizing UAV mission.
Bro, y'all been running from me the whole game, huh? Been running from you? Running from you. Crazy. Yeah, running legit sprint. Shakari Richardson. Y'all been running. Yeah, he said Shakari Richardson. Oh, he's sniping over there. Oh, that ain't your boy. I just dropped somebody.
UAV is bingo fuel. Returning to base.
Oh, there y'all go. Come on, Sid. Come on, Sid.
Enemy counter UAV inbound.
Oh, that's legit.
Incoming shot. 5 kills. Changing mags.
Fuck, I'm down.
There's no way I just killed 3 guys and none of them were my bounty.
All bounty targets destroyed. Hell of a job.
Oh, the guy I downed with the nade was the bounty. Oh my gosh, I just got a kill for that all the way now. What was that laugh? I don't know. That was them giving up. That was their version of giving up. I killed that whole team. But the one that I hit with the nade was the one I needed to kill with the gun. Alright, that didn't work out, bro. I guess we just gotta play regular big map to do this now, right? Like, how do you even complete this challenge while being the most wanted? Like, so we gotta wait 8 minutes into a regular game, get a most wanted, and then chase people down. Is there any other way to acquire most wanteds? I don't think there is. You know what? I'm about to go eat here in like an hour. I think I'm just gonna use my ranked protections for the day. We lost a lot of SR yesterday, bro. Ugh. Ugh. We were just burning SR, not even caring. Sad boy. No more Wade. Yeah, I'm gonna play a few, use my protections for ranked, but yeah, then I'm off. I'm going to eat here in like an hour. But tomorrow, man, I'll be here. I'm so excited, bro. I have had I have had dad duty 6 mornings in a row, and I am ready to wake up in freedom tomorrow. That is interesting how it did that. I might be able to fix that. I probably, every couple days, I have to like completely log out of Steam. It's like, not Steam, Streamlabs. Like, it seems like Kick is adding more API features, like, kind of every few days. So like every few days I'll have to relog into Streamlabs and give them like more permissions. So let me log out, log back in, give them all the permissions, and then it might like reset like the API for it. I'm assuming that might work. All right. New test. Go for your test now. Nope. You just wait forever. I actually, let me see. I don't think, let's see. Streamlabs doesn't have all the same options available yet for Kick that it does YouTube stuff. So let me see what they have. If they have like a watch time thing where they're tracking that I can like clear. No, they don't got none of that yet. You cooked. You cooked. Just getting smaller, bro. What happened to regular Sad Boy? What happened to your old one? Did it delete it? Man, I bet if you email him, you can reuse it. Kick is way faster to respond to my emails than Twitch is, I'll tell you that. You could have done like Jimmy and just made it Sad Boy. How about no? Sad Boy. Oh, let me put that on my list. Kickbot, Twitch. You know, I can do that right now. Do I have an extra button for this? No, I don't. Dang, man. I'm out of spaces on my Stream Deck, bro. I don't want to get rid of any of these. I get rid of the Twitch one. Screw the Twitch one. Come on, sus boy. I mean, sad boy. So, how do we do this? Go to Elgato Marketplace. That's what we want. Search Kick Bot. Yes, we want this. Get Kickbot. Sign into Elgato. I don't remember how to do that. Sign in with Twitch. Get. Open Stream Deck. Okay, so let's quit Stream Deck. Quit. And let's reopen it. I don't remember how to do this. I haven't done this in a while. No, I can't see their ranks. Yay. There's a way to do this, man. Devices, accounts, profiles, plugins. Where do I find this thing? Search Kickbot. It's not working. Ooh, marketplace. Here we go.
All stations, we are free to go. Stand by for deployment.
Why? Don't make me watch a video on this, please. This is not that hard.
Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you hightail it out of there. Counter contract.
No, I have not. I did see like the announcement about Naomi and Jimmy last night, but like I saw it on the internet. I didn't see Raw, and I haven't seen the memes. My timeline all day has just been Black Ops 7. There's been a lot of Black Ops 7 news today. We watched like 2 hours of video stuff about it. That's funny. Ski. I can see that.
Check your map.
It's the O block.
Intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread. Eliminate all targets in the AR. Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure.
Very nice. Very nice, Hamash.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread. You've got a loadout drop inbound.
We got a loadout.
Ah, your worst nightmare returned.
The circle's going all the way to the other side. How can I not climb that, bro? It's like 2 inches high.
Bounty targets are up. Get after them.
It's looted.
Squad is outside the safe zone.
It's a lot of shooting. Let me get some of that action. We took a lot of damage. Somehow, we're alive.
Switching mags.
Enemy UAV is online.
Okay, these guys are only 10
All
per
bounty
kill.
targets are KIA.
So
Well
they
done.
are like golds, I think. I can't see their thing. That's what I think we got.
Precision airstrike standing by.
Hmm.
Target area marked. You're cleared hot.
Copy that. Longbow 3-1 is on station. Strike inbound.
TACOM. Requesting recon overhead. Under fire.
Should have bought plates. Should have bought plates. I bought the UAV and I had that precision up. I thought I'd be clear for a second. But no.
Here we go.
Why is my phone bugging?
Now the fight starts. Almost your turn, soldier. Stand by. Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.
Why did you step out, bro? He literally just came to me, like, everywhere. These guys still? This guy downs. I saw somebody get it down when I was in there. He got it down with 45 damage. Oh, my guns are gone, bro? Alright. Same guy, too. They still haven't done anything about this guy. Are you deaf? Oh my gosh, bro. He's right behind you.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
I'm an A+ player. I died to Raptor 2 times.
Gas is moving in.
I'm gonna need a double buyback here, sir, because you know that teammate's not gonna survive the gulag. Yeah, there is at least that. Let's see how our teammate does in the gulag.
Your squad is getting you out of here.
Never mind.
Stand by.
Never mind, we won't get to see that. Go on loadout. Is loadout out? Oh, loadout's out. Cooked. No, it's not out. Hey, it's not out. Circle's not even moving yet, is it? No, we're good. We made it. In just a little bit, you know, like a couple months, I'll be able to just double jump right off this rock, probably onto this building, took a couple steps off this building. Be flying everywhere. After what we saw today and that reveal, we'll be flying everywhere. Double jump off this, double jump off that.
Safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Reloading.
Thought that exit sign was some Terminator eyeballs. This guy must have dipped out quick. I don't hear like any footsteps or movement anywhere.
Enemy UAV overhead. Precision airstrike ready for tasking. Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy UAV is online. Enemy deployed to advanced
Poor
UAV.
teammate. He's so dead. Holy Ross beef. That's what I should say when he dies. That's his name.
Come on, buy me back.
Yuri camos. Nice. Nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Come on, Groovy. You got us again. I believe in you. I believe in you. I'm a believer. Honestly, I'd have burnt the gas mask a little bit to just stay in the gas and plate like up the hill before I made the move. I think he'll still make it if he gets to the other side. Yeah, there we go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Groovy. Oh no, Groovy. He's down. It's all up to Groovy. Can he do it? If he had just a couple more inches on that throw, this gulag would already be over. Wow.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
I felt like he shot very late, but luckily that guy must have missed some shots.
Supply crates to restock. I advise you to load up now. Box is located. Move to secure. You're losing ground. Move it.
Bro, I just want a black version of this.
Supply box secured. Move to the next one.
Of this thing, bro. These operators look so hard. And I know they're gonna be like base ones. But I need like an all black one so it doesn't look like a bot.
One supply box remaining. Move to secure.
Let's go, bro. We're gonna get positive SR. If he gets me back, we're going positive. If he buys holy roast beef, we're cooked.
Squad paid for your release. Get ready to redeploy.
Drop your money. Back in the AO.
Yep. Wow, first time he speaks all game. So he can add another death to his numbers.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Enemy just dropped in behind us. I can't really mess with that, man. I need a plate. Something fierce. I did not find it in there. Got two right here, though. Let's go. No, 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 no.
Need a medic.
Gas is inbound. Marking two safe zones.
No, where's this from? Oh my gosh, I'm so dead.
Contract failed. The objective's been lost.
Oh wait, a heartbeat? Oh, unfortunate. And I only had 2 plates. Come on, guys. Y'all got this. I believe in you.
Gas is inbound.
Do 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 do. They're locked in, bro.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Contact!
Loadout drop headed your way.
You think they got top 10? Do you believe? Are y'all believers? I believe in Joe Hendry. Yo, Joe Hendry? I don't know, man. I'm a little worried. He's kind of like in that circle of his fall off needs to be studied, but I think he's just waiting for his TNA contract to be up, and then he can officially be like WWE only. I don't watch NXT, but I see clips of like a lot of the TNA NXT stuff they're doing, and I'm not intrigued by any of it. Although I may become more intrigued. So for me, I don't know what y'all's TNA situation is. Like TNA, from what I understand right now, the only way to watch like TNA is like on the Triller app. It's like where their pay-per-views are. That used to be Fight TV. For us, you know, we still watch our PLEs for WWE on Peacock until the end of the year. Then that'll go to ESPN. But we don't get it at all. Dang. So apparently the rumors are that Peacock is going to get the TNA rights when their WWE contract ends at the end of next year. That's what they want. So that would be nice, because then I would be able to like show some interest in TNA, because I'm not paying for another app just to watch TNA. But if it's going to be on one I already have, I can check it out.
I'll fill this tomorrow.
Why did he not even move? Like, he didn't even attempt to budge. Just lay on the rock. Just lay on the rock. I would not go down. He didn't listen. Just crowd walk.
Only 4 left.
Hey, top 5, let's go. Only see TNA when they collab with NXT? Dang. What kind of channel is NXT on over there?
You're in the top 3. Don't.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all just get anything. Dude, over here, like, TNA is on, like, CW, I think, bro. I don't know how they get the views they do, to be honest, because CW is, like, such a joke of a channel over here. It's, like, where you just watch the worst TV series ever. Like, I literally forget repeatedly that that channel exists. And then when I hear people mention about NXT being on there, I'm like, what? It makes no sense. Yes. That's where Flash and Arrow were, which I didn't see those, but like before those, bro, for years it just had the most unknown, terrible shows ever. I don't know if those ones are better. I think they are from what I hear, but yeah, it's bad. I just got a notification from boy what, but I don't know for what. Must have been a short that he just posted. No, I saw this short already. Brilliant? Then they ruined it like they always do. I wouldn't know. All I know, I don't know anything about Arrow. I know people have talked well about that Flash show. I personally, only thing I know about Flash is the movies and, like, you know, Justice League and the Flash stuff. I thought the Flash movie was entertaining. I've watched it like 3 or 4 times. I think it's one of the more entertaining movies that DC did. Corny, sure. Entertaining, yes. Speaking of DC, I watched Superman last night. Finally. I have struggled to pick a rating. The Flash TV show actor should have been in the movie instead of the nutjob man. No, it was fine. I don't know what the seriousness level of the Flash TV show was. But I mean, knowing only what I know about the Flash being like the corniness of Ezra Miller, like, I thought it was funny, enjoyable. What did I think of Superman? I give it a. I've debated on my ranking. It's either a 5.5 or a 6 out of 10. That's what I give it. So, 2.5 or 3 stars. That's where I land. I got to the point. 7? 7's crazy. So, two things about it. Number one, the reason for my ranking is I thought Superman just looked weak way too much. It got to the point where when he was fighting Engineer and Ultraman at the baseball field and they were trying to put like all the metal like in his lungs, I told the fam, I was like, if he doesn't get out of this situation on his own, because at that point, we're like 80% into the movie, and he had not single-handedly got himself, this is Superman we're talking about, Superman had not single-handedly got himself out of a situation in this entire movie, 80% into it. I was like, if he does not get out of this situation by himself, this movie's a 1 out of 10. And luckily I said that, and he got out of it by himself. So I commend him for that. And for that, I will bump it up to a 5 out of 10. Because he finally overcame his weaknesses, because he has so many of them in that movie. And then I've debated on whether to give an extra, half, or whole for Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific was by far, like, by 10 miles, the best character in the movie. I guess Superman is the second best, and everybody else is just horrible, but Mr. Fantastic really helped a lot. So I kind of want to give it like a 6 out of 10 because of him. But that's my thoughts. I just thought Superman was weak, way too long in the movie. We went 80% of the movie of him just losing every fight unless he had some type of help. And then I think the overall, my thoughts about the movie, though, is it don't feel like a movie. Like, I get, James Gunn said you don't need origin stories for these people anymore. We've seen enough. I get that. But, like, this movie started right in the middle of a fight in which he got his butt whooped in. We start the movie off in a fight. Superman gets whooped. And then we end the movie putting the bad guy in jail. No teasers about if that bad guy's ever going to get out of jail and continue being a bad guy. So, like, it felt like a TV episode. That was the thing. It just felt like a 2-hour-long TV episode. Because you started in the middle of a fight, you ended with the bad guy getting caught, and you teased nothing in the future. So, it felt like I watched a really long Superman cartoon episode where Superman was very weak for a very long time. Overall, I won't ever watch it again. I would call it mid-tier of all the other DC movies. I'm baffled, man. That thing has like 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. I've heard plenty of people say it's like one of the top 2 Superman movies ever. I don't know where that thought comes from. I mean, I saw a weak superhero for a whole movie and a story that just started out of nowhere and ended very cleanly and abruptly. I don't know. It was a fine watch. Wouldn't watch again. Not my fave. Like, we'll see. It's interesting that they were like, we're going to get this out on streaming because Peacekeeper Season 2 is about to come out. And we want it, like, people to know the story. But I don't think that's the play, man. I think we have like 5 years now of Marvel realizing that integrating the TV shows with the movies, like in a continuous storyline, is not the play. So I'm not sure if that'll be the play with them. They're going to have to do it really well because Marvel has a good amount of good shows. They had a bunch of terrible ones. But I think Wanda and both seasons of Loki are like great television. I thought Hawkeye was okay. The rest was all right. Not too great. But like they had like Loki. Those 2 seasons are 2 of the best things that Marvel's ever done. It's great TV. But to like force people to jump in and out of like the movies with the TV shows, that's hard to do. Like, I think, you know, the thing about the Avengers so far, the 4 we've had, it's like even if you skipped all the other movies, the Avengers, they kind of like, they're long movies. They take the time to build the story even for the people that haven't seen everything else. And like, now the fact that you got to watch all these movies and see TV shows to like follow along, like Thunderbolts was great. Thunderbolts was the best movie I've seen in the last year, probably. I cannot think of a better movie I've seen than Thunderbolts in the last year. Not that it was like 10 out of 10, but it was a really good movie. But to get the full context of Thunderbolts, like, you would really need to see Captain America TV show, which a lot of people didn't watch, Black Widow movie, which nobody watched, Hawkeye show, which a lot of people didn't watch, the second Ant-Man, which a lot of people didn't watch. Like, all those characters, like, if you wanted to know their full context in the Marvel storyline, you had to have seen like everything Marvel's put out, like even the like obscure stuff like Ant-Man 2 and Hawkeye and Black Widow. And like, the more they do that and spread themselves thin where people don't know the context of these characters, I think is just the biggest issue that Marvel and DC both have going. So it seems like James Gunn has a lot of plans to do exactly what Marvel's been doing. Kind of like the movie, TV show thing where everything's integrated together. We'll see how it goes. Because I feel that it has not gone well for Marvel at all. But I'm out. I'm going to eat. James Gunn just wants everyone in a film at one time. We'll see. I was like, I have a lot of hope in James Gunn. I'll put that out there. Like, Guardians of the Galaxy, when that came out, that was by far the most obscure thing that Marvel had tried to integrate into the storyline. Like, I knew nothing about Guardians of the Galaxy. And looking back, excluding Endgame and Infinity War, Guardians of the Galaxy, first one, might be like the best film there was in the whole thing. Like, I mean, it is top tier. So, like, he can obviously take obscure stuff and make people care about it. And that seems to be a lot of his stuff. Like, most of this stuff he's kind of put in like this DCU timeline that he's announced, I don't know about. I don't know a lot of these things. So I'll be interested to see if he can convince me to be intrigued of these characters. I would definitely watch more stuff in the future with Mr. Terrific, because he was terrific. But I'm out. That's it. Superman review is over. Black Ops 7 reveal event in the books. We'll just grind some old Warzone for weeks on end now. We do get an event, actually, 2 days from now. I think we get the event where we get the boxing gloves, I think, as the melee at the end of it. Definitely know there's an event this week. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a great night. And pre-order Black Ops 7. #not an ad. Good night.